I have some really interesting news to share. Antoine actually saw something from the beginning. If you look back at the intro to last week's episode, we were talking about our goal to hit 9K by Christmas Day. Unfortunately, we fell a little bit short. And Antoine said, what if we hit it in the first 2 days of 2026? And lo and behold, we did it on January 2nd.
Wait, when did he say that?
Last week's episode on the
Oh,
29th
okay.
of December.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, boys, we hit 9,000 subs. We're putting the graphic on the screen for y'all to see. It's also on our community page as well, which you guys showed a lot of love on, which we truly appreciate. And it's crazy. We got it through our most popular video on our channel's history. It got over 300,000 views.
And growing.
Yeah, it's up to
Still going.
314K right now and counting. You guys really seem to love it. And yes, he's safe to eliminate.
Ha! You gotta check out the
And-
video to get the
And
inside joke.
we're not only at 9K, we're at
9,200, yeah.
9,200 right now.
We're less
so
than-
it's going up and up and up.
We're less than 800 subscribers away from the infamous 5 figures, 10,000 subs.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we're even within reach of that is crazy in and of itself. I mean, 2 months from now is going to be our 2-year anniversary of the show. And we didn't think we'd even get to this point. So we can't thank you all enough for all the support. And, you know, I have it on my phone. I'm not sure if I could really show it on YouTube, but you know how every month they send like the monthly recaps and stuff like that from YouTube? We actually have the yearly recap
Oh, wow. Really?
from YouTube Studio. I'm just trying to find the screenshot I took the other day,
Interesting. Okay.
and here it is. I found it. So yeah, we ended the year at 9,040 subs. We had over 7.5 million views in 2025 with 581 uploads, 411,000 likes, and 4,500 comments. With our most viewed video being our Which Team Never Relocated, getting over 210,000 views. So big up to you guys. And look, we got big things planned for 2026. We're ready to go. We just hit 11 million views on the channel last week. And, you know, we love you guys. And that's, you know, from the bottom of our heart, we thank you. And obviously, as you can tell by the title and thumbnail, the tier lists are back. First one of 2026. We're kicking it off in style. We're going to be putting all 30 NBA first options into a tier list. This is going to be a 2-part series. And tune in next week when we'll do the second options. That one's probably going to be way more controversial, way more fascinating, way more debates that will be going on. Obviously, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's set the goal, boys. 10K by our 2-year anniversary, which is March the 13th. So you got around 2 months to get us there. I think that's realistic. I think you guys can do it. And I think that will be a really cool thing to do. We have something really big planned for our 10K/2-year, and we're really excited to share it with y'all. Obviously, follow us on Spotify. Y'all have been crushing it with the support there. Make sure you answer the polls, leave a review, all that stuff. Start commenting on Spotify. We might feature it in G of the Week at some point soon. Follow our socials at FloorSpacerPod on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Again, my guy Giovanni to 1 million Instagram followers. And also on the screen again, follow the Twitch. The Twitch is going to be something we'll be streaming probably next week. We wanted to do it this week, but I think we just got too much on our plate right now. So be on the lookout for that. And obviously join the Discord server. That's where you'll get all the news updates and everything of that nature. We'll be on there a lot more interacting with all of y'all. Obviously, we're going to do our first 45 minutes to an hour of news and random stuff. And Gio, do we have anything to say before we dive in?
I mean, I want to say shout out to Russell Westbrook. Hello. Come on, number 1 all time on point guard scoring.
Yeah, I did see
I
that.
think that's something we should celebrate about, you know?
Yeah, shout out to him.
Shout out to Russ.
So congratulations to Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
And let's get into the first segment. Into the first segment we go. Yes, we are in different clothing. It's a brand new day. Now, we actually recorded this entire episode back on Monday, January 5th. Today's Thursday, the 8th. And for quite obvious reasons, major breaking news dropped. The tweet from Shams Charania is on the screen saying, breaking, the Atlanta Hawks are trading 4-time NBA All-Star Trae Young to the Washington Wizards for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert.
Wow.
Craziness. And Shams obviously went on to quote tweet saying the trade ends Young's stint as the franchise of the face of the franchise for the Hawks and sends the 27-year-old to his preferred destination in the nation's capital. Top Wizards official Michael Winger and Will Dawkins have searched to anchor their young talent in the next steps for the team's development, as well as Travis Schlenk, who was the Hawks general manager back in 2018, who drafted Trae Young, now works for the Washington Wizards.
Okay.
And then Shams went on to make another tweet. He quote tweeted the quote tweet saying the Hawks are poised to turn the page on a new era with the emergence of Jaylen Johnson and others, bringing a much more fluid style of play around their wings and depth. McCollum serves as the valuable plug-and-play veteran while holding $30.6 million expiring deal. So I will get to another point I have. So just real quick, instant reactions, and then we'll talk in depth in a little bit.
Oof. I mean, listen, those odds were right. Polymarket, wherever, DraftKings.
Kalshi.
I mean, I guess they had the Wizards' top decision before it came out ever from Shams, or because I think he said it on NBA Today that the Wizards were the top choice like a few days ago.
Yeah.
Trade happened. The odds were out since last week. Listen, from Atlanta, clear salary dump. We don't care about picks.
Yeah.
We're not making this deal go on drag a lot more than it has to be. Tyler sent in the chat, apparently it was a 3-team deal. Didn't happen. McCollum, of course, you saw point guard for point guard. Kispert's a throw-in. Nice little shooter veteran for them, of course, on a really cheap contract. Trade McCollum at the deadline. Same thing with Porzingis. If not, he's gone. They have the top 5 pick probably from the Pelicans this year. If the lottery goes to their plan, that's going to be that point guard that replaces Trae Young to fit Jaylen Johnson. If Zachary Shea is still there, Okongwu, Dyson Daniels, Nikhil, whatever there is. Washington, you're the best player you've had since Sean Wall.
I mean, Bradley Beal was good when he
I don't even know.
won a scoring
I don't
title.
even know if you saw, but the Wizards tweeted out a John Wall video today, and people are speculating they're retiring his number 2 jersey pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
So
That's good. I like
Shout
that.
out John Wall. The other thing too, Trae Young, Elvin Hayes wore number 11 for the Wizards, and it's in the rafters. So he's gonna have to finally choose a different number.
Listen, but back. I love this for Washington. Like I said, best player. Again, they have young guys that need, of course, someone like him to come in there. And of course, he can leave at the end of the year. He's a player option. Presumably, I think he would stay. We don't know.
I mean, I think he went for the bag.
But listen, if you're Washington and all you got to give up is CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert for just maybe a year or two of Trae Young to just kickstart something, you do that 10 times out of 10.
Exactly.
I think that's a win-win both sides. You're not losing any picks. You have a starting lineup of Trae Young, Trae Johnson, Trae backcourt,
The Trae.
Bilal Coulibaly,
I like that.
Kai Sean George, Alex Sarr.
It's a pretty damn good lineup.
Not terrible.
And Gio, let me
Not
ask
a
you
bad
this.
lineup.
So the Hawks really wanted Corey Kispert. Otherwise, they were going to get a first-round pick.
Okay.
So they chose Kispert over the pick, which is pretty interesting considering Washington are quite bad. But to be fair, that pick could have had protections on it.
Right.
What are your just instant thoughts on this trade real quick?
Yeah, so I'm just surprised, honestly, because I'm surprised Atlanta moved off of Trae Young that quickly. I know that we kind of knew this was going to happen, but still, I feel like they didn't really give Trae enough time to fully get back from his injury. And then, next thing you know, he's on another team. I mean, it's business at the end of the day.
Well,
right?
Trey's the one that was the one that
He's the one that requested.
Remember,
But it's only because they didn't want him to begin with.
it's a telltale sign when you don't extend the star in the expiring year
Yeah.
and you still have no intentions to do anything.
Right.
It's getting too close where he might not go to the Wizards if they waited till February 5th.
Yeah, because I don't think Trae truly wanted out. I
No,
don't think
he
so.
loves it.
He wanted his
He
money.
loves Atlanta.
Loves Atlanta.
He wanted his money, so that's the only
Yeah.
reason why he was like, all right, get me out of here. If you don't really want me, get me out.
Also, a fun little tidbit here, but
Yeah.
him and Luka both drafted in the same draft, traded for each other to the teams they were on before.
What are the
And
odds?
both of them are now traded again
Yeah.
to different teams.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But-
I transcend.
So we're gonna give some very extended context here before I share my thoughts on the trade.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, boys, it's 2026, and there's a tweet from Adrian Wojnarowski on the screen.
Really?
What did he just say?
No, this is we're going way back.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Okay.
So if you guys remember, this whole saga started on June 18th, 2023, when the Phoenix Suns traded for Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal was traded from the Wizards to the Suns in a package that included Chris Paul, Landry Shamet, and multiple second-round picks
Oh, I know.
to
I
the
saw this post.
Washington Wizards.
I know exactly where this is going.
So that's kind of the first wrinkle in the tale of this.
Yeah.
Then we fast forward, I believe, another couple days where we get another tweet on June the 22nd saying the Washington Wizards are finalizing a deal to send Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors for a package that includes Jordan Poole and draft assets. Now, the Warriors also included like a couple picks and stuff like that. So that's where you got from there. You go from Bradley Beal to essentially Chris Paul, and then to Jordan Poole.
Correct. Yeah.
Chris Paul didn't really play over there though, right?
And we got flipped. Remember, he went to
Okay,
the
yeah,
Warriors and
yeah.
he broke his hand.
Yeah.
Then we get back to this past off season where Woj is retired. So unfortunately, no more Woj on the screen. We're back to Shams. And this was on June 24th, saying the New Orleans Pelicans are trading CJ McCollum and Kelly Olynyk and a future second-round pick to the Washington Wizards for Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the 40th pick in this year's draft, which I forgot who it wound up being. It really doesn't matter.
It was 40. No.
I don't remember who it was.
No
but that's where we got to. So you mean to tell me that the Washington Wizards flipped Bradley Beal's $53 million no trade clause contract
Yikes.
for Trae Young, and you didn't even have to give up a pick for Trae Young. Let me tell you something, man. The Washington Wizards are starting to figure things out. They have been probably the most purgatory poverty franchise in the NBA for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Even when they had John Wall and Bradley Beal, this team never played meaningful basketball. They've maybe made the playoffs twice, maybe 3 times if we're being generous to them. When they had Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook, I think they barely squeaked in as an 8 seed.
Yeah.
So the fact that now they're starting to kind of build up a nice young core, you have Alex Sarr, you have Keyshawn George, you have Bilal Coulibaly, you have Bub Carrington, you have all these guys. Trey Johnson, by the way, is so like he's like the closest thing to like Curry type confidence of shooting from the logo.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. And you pair this together, you have good vets in Chris Middleton, and you just flipped CJ McCollum for Trae Young, a 27-year-old man that's entering the prime of his game that is proven to be a playoff riser. Now, he might never play for the team because they still might want to tank. Trae is still recovering from his injuries, and this could be something where they could either pay him or you can flip him as a sign-in trade or just let him walk. You're at a point where you didn't really give up anything that, you know, you wouldn't need to have that happen. But
Yeah.
in this situation, I love this for Washington.
Yeah.
They have given themselves the ultimate flexibility now moving forward. They can tank in peace. Imagine this. You already have a Trae Young, Alex Sarr, point guard center combo. That 2-man game's lethal. How'd you feel about adding AJ DeBansa to that piece?
Ooh.
How about adding Cam Boozer
Yeah.
or Darren Peterson?
I don't think that's because they have Trey Johnson. They're not going to draft another guard.
But I don't think Trey Johnson might not be that elite starter. He could be an incredible 6th man.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. You could plug and play any of those players, and even a top 10 pick could seamlessly fit into this team. For Washington, I really am happy for them. They're starting to kind of dig themselves out of a hole. This is kind of a new change in the NBA. The Nets and Jazz are playing much better this year than they were last year. You saw Yegor Dioman last night.
Yeah,
He
the
caught
game.
fire. He had like
Yeah.
5 of 5 from 3 in the 4th quarter in overtime.
So he can really shoot it.
He can really
Yeah,
shoot
he
it.
did.
And they,
I saw the videos.
and they said his shooting was bad coming out of college.
did
so
say
that's
that.
besides the point.
Okay.
But we're starting to see the bad teams start to find themselves again. And I think Washington did just that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. Like at the end of the day, it's just Trae Young. To go from being the bottom of the East, and the East is a bad conference, but they're in the bottom of the East, and getting one good player, because I wouldn't even say Trae Young's great anymore, is he? Because they moved off of him for Nikhil Alexander-Walker. Let's be real.
Well, no, they just didn't want to pay Trae Young the big contract.
I think they also deem that Nikhil is actually doing better for them right now.
He is.
anyways.
He has.
Trae was the
he
reason
has.
why Nikhil came to Atlanta. He wanted him
Oh, yeah.
there.
yeah.
Right.
But because,
Yeah.
remember, Trae didn't want to leave.
Right.
So he wants to play with guys that he wants to play with.
Yeah.
And he only requested out because they wouldn't pay him.
Okay.
So that's the
Yeah.
main reason.
But,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. But still, I don't think this one move pushes the Wizards up any
Oh, I'm not s-
significance.
No.
I'm not saying
No.
right now. I'm
Just
talking
not right
about
now.
in a few
future.
years. Okay.
Because, I mean, think about it this way. If you wind up signing Trae Young to a 4-year max
Right.
and you wind up getting a top 5 pick,
Yep.
and you're already adding that to an already established Alex Sarr, to a really confident rookie in Trae Johnson, and to a Keyshawn George
Yeah.
who's just making a big leap right
Rising,
now.
Yeah.
I think it's good, and you still have the contract of Chris Middleton that you can dump off
Yeah.
to a tanking team that's
100%.
willing to get rid of someone.
Right.
Like there's like, I know this won't happen, but in an Armageddon scenario, if the Thunder crash and burn, you won't tell me that the Wizards wouldn't want to try and get J-Dub to kind of dump off a bad contract in like a year or two if the Thunder continue to not win. That's just an option. So it's just an example.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like kind of like when the Thunder were taking on bad contracts with first round picks, just like what they did with Derek Favors and Al Horford.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
I feel like
this is great for Washington, of course, because all these guys at the bottom of the barrel, hopefully Sacramento's next. We know Utah's kind of coming up now. They might not do that. New Orleans. Going back to Washington, you're talking about their pick this year. Well, this actually goes back to the Knicks, and I'm going to bring it up. And this trade makes the Knicks trade game look like crap.
yeah, it does.
It already does. You're trading
Crap.
Trae Young, which went for 0 first round picks,
Yeah,
and Mikal Bridges went for 6 of them.
CJ and Corey Kispert. Yeah, I know. Thank you. So apparently, because this trade happened when the Knicks were playing yesterday. So in a broadcast, Mike Breen said that if the Wizards pick goes out of the top 8, it goes to the Knicks.
Yeah.
So if we get a 9th pick, Knicks get someone top 10. I'm not complaining. And we have that last first round pick, but I transcend.
That is why.
Stop saying transcend. You're misleading the viewers.
That is why Joshua Robbins said that Trae Young is not expected to play much for the Wizards this
So the
season.
Knicks aren't getting that pick. So with nothing, Mike Breen. Thank you.
But again, there's two sides to every trade.
Yes.
You mean to tell me that the Hawks had all this time to move off of Trae Young, and you didn't get a single first round pick
Yikes.
in return?
Yeah.
Mismanagement time. I mean, I don't blame Ansi Salah because he's new, but like Landry Fields completely screwed this up. You mean like the
Excuse me. Landry Fields is Knicks legend. We don't talk about him in bad light, but you can continue.
look, I understood the one good thing he did was getting Dyson Daniels from the Pelicans, but trading for DeJounte Murray in the first place was dumb in and of itself. So the fact that the Hawks had something brewing in 2021, you make the Eastern Conference Finals. You had a decent lineup. I think the lineup's better now, but it was Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, Bojan Bogdanovic, John Collins, and Clint Capella before he was like 90 years old. The way to build around Trae Young is to surround him with defenders and length.
Yeah.
He's 6'1". I saw Legend of Winning talking about this earlier today. The small point guard is dying off in the NBA. It's tough. Guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry were able to kind of do this back in the 2000s and 2010s. But now we're seeing, especially last year in the Eastern Conference Finals, that Brunson might be too small to lead a team to a championship. And we're seeing that when you're below 6'4", 6'3", you really need some length behind you.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that, it's tough. I remember when the Nets had a 3-guard lineup out of Patty Mills, Cam Thomas, and Kyrie Irving. I wanted to freaking beat my head against the wall because what's the point in that? If we're playing against a team with double bigs, you mean to tell me that Patty Mills has to guard someone that's 6'8"? Ridiculous. So I do think the Hawks have mismanaged this roster kind of moving forward. Drafting DeAndre Hunter at 4 was a massive mistake. Okongwu was a good decision. But again, everything just cancels itself out. But Gio, let me ask you this. How would you evaluate the Trae Young era for the Hawks before we grade this trade?
Trae Young, I would say that he exceeded expectations. Based on his height, I mean, he's a small dude. You like you said, you wouldn't think that this guy can carry a team past the first round, and he did that. So honestly, Trae Young, for what he is, he actually did a lot for the Atlanta Hawks. It's just I feel like I don't know how bright his future is going to be now, going past the injury. Hopefully, he's still the same player he was in 2021.
Right.
But overall, I would say he had a great Atlanta run.
Yeah, I would almost call him the little engine that could.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it was. But look, for Trae to resurrect his career, just take the rest of the time this year, get healthy, let the Wizards tank for a pick, and then no matter where you are, just ball out, and then a contender will come calling.
Yeah.
A point guard is so huge. Like, I think that will be the result of his future, and he could wind up with a championship before his career is over if the right contender trades for him and he's surrounded with the right supporting cast. But now's the time for Jalen Johnson to step up and truly be the all-star that we know he's capable of.
I have a question for you, Tyler.
Yeah.
Because you made your preseason prediction as the Hawks going to the finals. Does that still stand? Do you still believe in the Hawks without Trae Young?
I still believe in them to go far because I do think the East is garbage. And there's really holes in every roster. What will push this over the edge is if the Hawks decide to grow a pair, take Reece Sachet, take Porzingis or take McCollum and go get Anthony Davis. Now is the time to do that. Do not let the Warriors get him. Be your own advocate and get your ass on the phone with whoever the
Dallas.
replacement GM is right now in Dallas. That's not named Nico Harrison. Go do it. Once they get AD, they will be the favorites to get to the finals.
Okay.
Right now, they're in that mix with the Pistons, the Knicks, the Celtics.
I would say they're a tier below those three teams.
Right now, it's tough to say, but remember, they've been playing so well without Trae Young that
Right.
they've beaten good teams without him.
They have.
So right now, I think I would probably give the edge to a team like Detroit right now. I think they are the favorites. But like I said, the 1 seed doesn't always make the finals. And neither does the 2 seed. 4 seed made it last year.
Right.
So an 8 seed made it in 2023. Anything's possible.
Anything.
So I guess the last question is, we have to grade this trade for all parties involved. So we'll start with the Atlanta Hawks. What would we give it?
I mean, again, we don't know what the market for Trae Young is. They didn't get it first, but who's to say other teams did not give him an offer that was the same as Washington, but no first round picks with slightly worse players.
Right.
We don't know, but we're under the assumption that you could have gotten a first, at least one pick. Just for salary dump reasons, Atlanta probably gets, a B.
B?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a C. It's not a bad trade. Because
What's your opinion on Corey Kispert?
Kispert's a guy that was, lights out shooter in college at Gonzaga, was one of Gonzaga's legends. Got drafted by the Wizards, which we all know is kind of bad for some players.
How can you see him helping out the Hawks?
He's gonna be just their 3-point shooter.
Oh, dude,
shooter.
Off the bench.
Kennard's been terrible.
Yeah.
That's why they wanted him.
Yeah,
Okay.
they need shooting because, again, Reece is not panned out. Okongwu and Johnson, are big guys.
Yeah.
They have no Kevin Huerter anymore. Kispert's going to be that 3-point guy for them off the
Okay.
bench probably. Could start, depends, McCollum is the point guard to fill in for now until they get another one or draft one in the offseason.
I think he's going to be the 2 guard.
I agree with that.
I think Dyson starts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Dyson can play point guard. Yeah, I forgot.
Dyson Daniels is going to
Yeah.
have his Ben Simmons like passing.
Yeah.
And then Nikhil's going to be back in his 6th man of the year role. Or
Facts.
you start
Yeah.
Nikhil and bring CJ off
Yeah,
the bench.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
I think right now, if you're trying to flip him, you want to, advertise him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let him start games and let him drop 30 whenever he wants. So you
yeah,
give it a B?
regular B.
I'll give it a B- personally.
I'm giving it a straight C.
Straight C.
Because you had so much time to trade Trae Young. They waited way too long, and you got a crap return.
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe was Washington one of Trey's
It
destinations?
was his
was
only
top.
destination.
So
Yeah.
then it's hard. Like, where
Yeah.
else would you?
No, but
you
like-
you want to do.
Well,
if
he's
you-
bringing up 2 years ago, 2023, 2024.
but you want to do right to Trae Young,
Right.
Of course.
and he wanted to go there, and so this is what they offered in return.
But-
it's like
Yeah.
you kind of got to take it.
If you were aggressive enough,
Yeah.
you could have easily had potentially Devin Vassell in a San Antonio trade when they
Right.
were trying to, or you could have had Stephon Castle.
Yeah.
There were so many different things they could have done because Trae Young's value was way higher than De'Aaron Fox's
It is.
at that time.
Yeah.
It's not anymore. But I'll give it a C. They waited too long on it. I don't like the return they got.
Yeah. You know what? I agree. I'm gonna bump mine down. I'm gonna give it a C as well.
But if they flip McCollum for Anthony Davis, then we have a different conversation.
Right.
Yeah, I'm okay with B- too.
Yeah.
But
But you got to stand on business, though.
out of the park. I'll go B just because of
For standing
know,
on business, you'll go
I
B.
stand on water.
What
too.
about for the Washington Wizards?
Oh, A+.
I wouldn't go plus because no
No.
trade is perfect, but I do think they deserve an A.
An
Yeah.
A?
Okay. Fine. Fair.
Yeah. I guess
You
we'll go A.
you literally give up nothing.
You have nothing.
It's
Kisper
Trae
wasn't.
Young.
Kisper wasn't even playing.
You gave up a guy that you gave up a guy that was on an expiring contract and a guy that you've been wanting to trade for 3 years now.
And that guy is also he's like 36 years old, 37.
McCollum,
CJ.
yeah. McCollum's old.
CJ's
He's
old.
old,
Kispert's in
so-
his late 20s.
And
Kispert's 26.
and then you
Oh,
get a
really?
guy,
Okay.
and then you
I
get a
didn't know
guy
that.
in his prime, Trae Young, 27 years old.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I think, you know what, it's an A.
Exactly. You'll get to pay him probably not the full max either because his value is really not warranted for it.
Right.
But they'll pay him a pretty penny. And for Trae Young, I think I'd probably also grade this like an A minus, maybe a B plus.
If you're Trae Young,
Yeah, if we're grading it for Trae Young,
like if like
Yeah. How would
we're grading it for Trae Young.
Oh, for Trae?
Yeah. How
Well,
would
yeah.
you grade
as
it?
being Trae, if I was Trae,
No, as
how-
being us evaluating this for Trae.
oh,
Oh,
Like, how do you see this panning out for Trae? Just like we see how it panning out for the teams.
okay,
Yeah,
What do you think?
I'll still leave it at a B. I think it's if he wants to go there, you got to the place. If
I don't know why he wants to go to
if
DC.
If he
Money.
wants to kickstart
Hawks wouldn't pay him.
and they have him, yeah, they'll pay him. The Wizards have no big money
All right,
contracts.
so here's the thing. Here's what
At all.
Trae Young needs to do. He needs to ball out. Because I don't think he really wants to stay in DC. He just wanted the money, of course.
We'll never
He
know.
just has to prove it to himself.
He
and
could
to the
wanna
people
go
that
to
he
DC.
still can ball. And then potentially another team, I'll be like, yeah, let me get
Listen,
you. We need you on this team, on this
as
contender.
Yeah.
As much as DC looks like, you have Bilal Coulibaly, you have Trey Johnson, Alex Sarr, Bub Kent. There's a young guys that are people like Trey probably do respect in their game for young guys and see that they can get to like maybe a Spurs level with all their young guys or
No way.
Thunder.
No, it's
We don't know.
They're the
obviously,
they're the only.
get a good head coach in there.
Yeah,
Brian Keefe, get him gone. Get someone in there.
No one said that, what's his name,
you know.
Johnson?
Trey Johnson.
Trey Johnson? No, I'm talking about the coach of the Spurs.
Mitch
Mitch
Johnson.
Mitch, no one said that he was a good coach before the season.
And they're one of the best teams in the league. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but Brian Keefe is not the coach for that team, obviously.
Well, they're not trying to
I don't
win
think they're
right
just
now.
talented
Like I said, they have to finish inside the top 9.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. So yeah, that's essentially the trade regarding Trae Young. We didn't intend. I know we talked about it last week, but obviously now that it happened, this is our instant reaction. We recorded a shower thoughts. That's going to get postponed to next week. Let us know down in the comments. How would you grade this trade? Who came out on top? And how do you think Trae's going to do out in the nation's capital?
Yeah.
And boys, do we have any sort of final thoughts, questions, comments, concerns before we send you back to Monday?
Let's go.
Into the next segment we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tyler's Player Spotlight. It's usually my spotlight segment. I pick a player or a team that's either been playing really well or playing really bad, and we talk about it. Now, if I remember correctly, last week we talked about the greatest team in the NBA, the Brooklyn Nets, and how much they've been cooking in December under Jordy Fernandez. We just beat the Nuggets yesterday.
Without
And-
Jokic.
Without
Oh,
Jokic,
yeah,
but like
that's-
our defense had Jamal Murray in shackles. It was great. So this is hilariously one of the greatest stretches defensively we're seeing from this team in quite some time. So if you want to go check that out, the link is down below, or just click the link above Gio's head. Today, boys, we have something very special. You're getting 2 for the price of 1. We're talking about 2 players in the player spotlight. So I'll go to the first one first, and then we'll transition into the second guy. So a few weeks ago, we were talking down about this dude. He wasn't playing good. His team wasn't playing good. And then all of a sudden he flipped the switch and he has been absolutely frying the NBA over the past couple weeks. And we're talking about Kawhi Leonard.
I was thinking of LaMelo Ball or John Morant.
Nah,
Ja's been doing pretty good.
he's been doing good.
Kawhi, yeah.
We have to talk about
yeah,
Kawhi
Kawhi's a good
Leonard,
one.
or as Kendrick Perkins likes to call him, Kawhi Leonard Jordan. But anyways, I digress. Gio, the Clippers have won 6 of their last 7 games. Insane. They lost 18 of their last 21 previously, and they've won 6 straight games up until their loss the other day to the Boston Celtics.
OKC's pick's looking worse.
In their last 7 games, Kawhi Leonard is averaging 37 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals,
Yeah, that's great.
a block and a half on shooting splits of 51% from the field, 42% from 3, and 94% from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like what? This is a 7-game sample size.
Yo, can you imagine Kawhi Leonard gets MVP?
Could you imagine? He's already probably missed more than 17
Has
games.
he, you think?
He's missed a decent chunk of games.
He's played.
He's played a decent
check.
amount, but I think he had that
Yeah, I
big
don't
stretch in
know.
November where he missed like half the month
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But this season in totality, he's averaging 28 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.5 steals on shooting splits of 48, 38, 96. This is one of the most efficient Kawhi years we're seeing in such a long time. Oh, by the way, the 2.5 steals, he's leading the league,
Wow.
which is quite nuts.
Wow,
We all know Kawhi is this all-time great defender, but he's 30-something. He's geriatric. He's injured all the time.
Right.
You don't expect to see these types of stats. Like you're telling me he's putting up efficient numbers, shooting like Steph from the free throw line, putting up Dyson Daniels steals numbers, and he's kind of bringing this Clippers team out from the dead.
Yep.
Because this season started with James Harden putting the team on his back, trying to do everything he could. He had a 50-point game as well. And, Kawhi finally gave him some assistance. In 5 of those last 7 games, he scored over 30 points. In 3 of them, he scored over 40. And the other day against the Utah Jazz, he had a 55-point performance.
That was Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Sorry, my fault.
45 was Utah.
45 was Utah. He had 16 straight games scoring over 20 points and has played 18 games in a row since coming back from injury. That's the most impressive thing. It's
I was going to say that.
Quite nuts.
Yeah.
And then looking at, there was a stat from, trying to find it right now. There's a stat from Stat Defender, which we're going to put on the screen right now. Most points per touch for the 2025-26 regular season, minimum 15 games played, and a maximum or a minimum of 20 minutes per game. Norman Powell is first. Larry Markkinen is second. Kawhi is third, which means he is scoring about half a point per touch this season, which is quite impressive. Way above league average. League average
Per
somewhere
touch?
per touch.
Like every single time he touches the ball, he scores 0.5 points.
Well, it's 0.491, but it's close enough
That's
to 0.5.
crazy.
Yeah, Norman Powell's at 0.51.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. It's quite insane. And reading out the rest of the top 10, SGA's fourth, Dylan Brooks is fifth.
Dylan Brooks?
Yeah,
You know what that means? Like whenever you get the ball, you have the green light. You're just going to shoot.
exactly. Yeah,
That's crazy.
DeMar DeRozan 6, Jaylen Brown 7, Steph 8, Clay 9, and Michael Porter Jr. in 10th place. So shout out to Brooklyn Nets as always. You know we're playing really good basketball. But yeah, man, with Kawhi Leonard, he's just been so enjoyable to watch. He's partying like it's 2019 when he was on the Raptors again. So again, since we have two players to talk about, I'll kind of pause here and I'll give the floor over to you guys. Gio, as a former Clippers fan, talk Kawhi. What have you been seeing from the brother lately?
Yeah, I mean, before we saw a lot of trees. Now we're seeing a lot of threes. You know what I'm saying? Could we put that on a shirt or something? That was like kind of fire.
That was
like
pretty
off
fire.
the dome.
That was pretty good.
But no, seriously, Kawhi's been going crazy. So I mean, not really much to say over here. I mean, 0.5 points per touch is still mind-boggling to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. It's like obviously he has the green light to shoot every single time he gets the ball, so that's pretty cool. What do we think about this team going to the playoffs? With Kawhi being 100% healthy, James Harden playing great, they're won 6 of their last 7 games. So, like, what do you think? Can they go on a big time run and sneak into the play-in? Is this possible?
They're only 2.5 games out of the play-in.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you just said no, and you're switching up on me.
I mean,
He doesn't stand on business.
No, I don't stand on. I stand on water.
Stand on water. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
2.5 games is crazy. I thought it was more than that.
They're right there.
Yeah. I mean, they could. It's so early.
I think they will.
It's possible. But yeah, it's a Kawhi renaissance. It seems like motivation is back, hopefully. Maybe it kind of clicked in him. And it's like, he's like, all right, let's
lock in.
Let's lock in with Harden. Maybe team meeting, of course that always helps. Zubac is back, I think, or no.
He came back. He came back on Saturday.
That helps.
And Derek Jones Jr. re-injured his MCL.
Oh my gosh.
So he's out another month.
Yeah. But look, this is good for
The
Ty
same
Lue.
one?
This is good for Ty Lue that you don't need Derek Jones to make a surge up the standings.
Yeah.
Let that be known
that's
because that was
true.
the craziest quote that man's ever said.
That's funny. Yeah.
But anyways, you were saying, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, I mean, we know Kawhi and Harden on this team have been like the best we've seen in years.
The backbone, yeah.
Yeah. And, Harden was phenomenal last year, continued into this year. Kawhi turning it up now. 55 and 45 are ridiculous numbers for him at his age. But it's not new to us. We've seen it.
Right.
Just if he can keep it up. If, post All-Star break, this is still going on, then let's rock with the Clippers and see what goes on. I think they're going to make deadline moves.
They have to.
I think they're going to bring in some guys.
They might trade Zubac too.
Yeah. I think they're going to bring in some guys or trade some guys. But they're going to make moves. And if it's to help Kawhi, help Harden.
I have a question for both you guys, but specifically to you, Tyler.
Wait, can I say something before you do? There's one thing stopping the Clippers from making the playoffs. And this is the problem, I think, for every play-in team. If Jokic misses more than a month, and you're a team like the Clippers, you're a team like the Blazers, you're a team like the Warriors, where you think, oh, we might have a chance to get into the play-in. And if Denver falls to the 7 seed with Jokic out, and you got to go up against him to get into the playoffs,
Nasty
that's
work.
where it's going to be interesting. But anyways, you were saying, Gio.
Yeah. So you've been watching Kawhi. So what is the eye test telling you? Because you said he played 18 straight games. That's the most impressive part.
Yeah.
How does he look? Like, obviously, he's dropping crazy numbers, but how does he look on defense? He's even on defense, he's averaging a block and a half a game.
2.2 steals, 1.4 blocks.
So he must, the numbers are saying that he's playing with a lot of energy, speed, quickness, all that stuff. So is that true? Are the numbers telling the truth? Or
I think it is, yeah. You're noticing, like, we all like to joke around like Kawhi's this robot, he's bionic and stuff like that.
Yep.
He's been playing so smooth the past like 3 weeks.
Okay.
And I think that's a testament to him being healthy at the end of last season. Because I know he got hurt in November, but he's been able to train in the offseason rather than rehab. And that's been a humongous difference, compared to previous seasons where he doesn't come into the season in shape. He doesn't come into the season healthy.
Right.
And, that in turn affects the play on the floor. And for the Clippers, since he traded Norman Powell away, there was no one to replicate the offense for when he was out. Now that he's back, obviously Norman Powell can't help him out because he's not there anymore. He turned up the Jets, and you're seeing him play his best basketball. And he's finding that balance of doing as much as he can without overexerting himself and re-injuring himself. And you're kind of seeing that across the board with the whole team. You're seeing James Harden trying to not be as explosive to the point that he'll get hurt, but he's doing whatever he can. I think the Zubats injury really opened the eyes of everyone up because they really struggled without him. And now that he's back, things are starting to look a little bit better.
Yeah, I feel like the Clippers needed to find a way to get some youth on the team. Somehow, some way. Maybe that includes trading away Zubats. I don't know.
They might have to look
Right.
if Indiana comes forward and offers Benedict Mathurin and Jarris Walker for Zubats, I'd do that in a heartbeat.
I would do it too.
Yeah.
I understand how good Zubats can be, but at the end of the day, it hasn't worked before. There's no guarantee it's going to work later on. You might as well do that. You have no first-round pick, so get as much young talent in the door as you can. He could
Exactly.
potentially turn into a Norman Powell-type scorer offensively.
Right,
He's very dynamic. He's very athletic. He can defend. I think it's, you could take a flyer on him.
Yeah, I would agree.
So, but overall, I think the Clippers can kind of go into these next few months and enter this year with their head held high. It's not the dark days of 2 weeks ago when we talked about them losing all those games and stuff like that. But then again, it's the floor spacer effect. We talk crap on you. They woke up. That's just kind of how things go.
Yeah.
So shout out Kawhi Leonard. I mean, do we have any final thoughts regarding Mr. Claw before we get into the next player?
Let's do the next one.
Yeah, let's try.
Well, listen, like I said, the Clippers had won 6 in a row. And Kawhi was playing out of his damn mind and then got his ass clamped up by the man we're going to talk about next, and that is Jaylen Brown. Mr. Brown of Jaylen. Oh, this makes me so happy and sad because he should have been a net. But you know what? It's fine. It's okay. Things happen the way they happen. And, you're welcome, Boston, for everything that we gave you. But, look, I mean, obviously, Jaylen Brown actually texted Joe Mazzulla the night before the Clippers game asking if he can guard Kawhi Leonard. And Kawhi got held to 22 points on inefficient shooting.
Wow.
So that's already huge in and of itself.
Right.
Let's talk about Jaylen Brown. This season, he is averaging 30 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 51% from the field, 37% from 3, and 78% from the free throw line. This is tied for the most points per game in a season by a Celtic ever. The same exact number, 30.1, scored by Jason Tatum in the 22-23 season when they made the conference finals and they almost came back down 3-0 against Miami. Since then. And remember, this is no Tatum, so Brown's got all the power to do whatever he wants. Since December 1st, so that's like 12 games, I think, somewhere around there, he's averaging 33 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal on shooting splits of 54, 41, and 80. Crazy. This is exactly what we've been looking for from Jaylen Brown. He's finally morphing into that finals MVP that he won, a year and a half ago, technically, if we're focusing on time.
I would argue he's always been that. He's not morphing into this. He's been this.
He's been this, but he's never shown it as the, because him and Tatum are like a 1A, 1B sort of thing.
Right.
He's got all the limelight for himself to be the number one option now. We'll obviously talk about Brown and Kawhi later on in the main portion of the show. But what's interesting is that the stats you're seeing now, he has the 4th highest usage percentage this year, just under 36%. And if you look at last season, he was 30th in the league at 28.2%. So you're seeing with him having more responsibility, him having a more free role, having that green light to kind of, bring the ball up himself, create his own shot. It's working. And it's making the Celtics better in that turn. It's no knock on Jason Tatum because that's like a top 5 player in the league. When he comes back, that team's going to be even better.
Right.
And he might come back this season too, which is just even crazier. And in those 12 games, 10 of them had over 30 points, 2 of them had over 40 points, and 1 50-point game that he had on Kawhi Leonard.
That's insane.
Just the other night.
Was Kawhi guarding him too? Yikes.
Most
Kawhi.
of the game he was. And obviously, in those 12 games, only 2 of those games were under 30 points. They were both 25 and 22 or something along those lines.
Wow.
And we have some tweets that we're going to put on the screen regarding
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown. Obviously, I already talked about the one where he texted Joe Mazzulla. Jaylen Brown, this one comes from Playoff Boston, saying Jaylen Brown is holding opponents to 39% from the field as the closest defender. That is second among the 111 qualified players. I don't know who number 1 is, but whoever's number 1 is probably insane. It was either Lou Dort or it was someone else, but I know he's above Wemby. That's one thing for certain. So that's just crazy.
Yeah.
You know, because we know Brown is this, offensive athletic powerhouse, very underrated defender. We know he can guard up. He had Luka in hell in the finals 2 years ago.
We all knew he was a capable defender,
Exactly.
but we didn't know he was this good of a defender.
Exactly. And that's kind of the main thing. And then we have a little bit of drama. Obviously, the NBA does the rewards every week and every month. And SGA and Jalen Brunson won Player of the Month for the East and the West. Brown took offense to that. Obviously, it's no knock on Brunson, but he tweeted, shaking my head. And, he felt like he deserved it. And honestly, I do too. Because, he averaged the same amount of points as Brunson. He averaged double the rebounds, just less assists. And his win-loss records, I think they were about the same in December anyways. So I understand because Brunson won the NBA Cup. That's probably why he got it. But, Brown had a solid argument for himself as far as that goes. And then the next one is a tweet from the NBA Central saying, Jaylen Brown saying, I feel like I'm the best two-way player in the game.
I love it.
I love the confidence.
I love it.
Do we think he is?
Right now, I would say so. Based on his defense and the way he locked up Kawhi, and then the way he just dropped 50 on Kawhi in the same game, how are you going to tell me he's not? Dude, give me another player right now that is. I mean, obviously there's Wemby.
It is Wemby.
But who's doing better right now? And who's playing right now? You know what I mean?
It's tough because, Jaylen Brown is playing better offensively than Wemby. Obviously, Wemby's hurt. But I think Wemby might become more of an overrated defender because he's just going to be assumed that he's 7'4" and he's the best defender in the league when he might not be some seasons.
Right.
But Jaylen Brown right now has to be him.
Yeah.
It has to. I don't really think there's an argument for anyone that's not, especially if they're not playing.
Yeah.
And the final tweet, which is very interesting, and I really want to have a discussion with you about this, Gio, is a quote from Brian Scalabrine, the White Mamba, Celtics legend, saying this, end quote, if Shea lost Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Alex Caruso, would he be doing what Jaylen Brown is? That's why JB is the MVP. Now, let me put a disclaimer. I understand that Shea, we're in this situation, Shea loses 3 starters. He kind of did too. Yeah. Remember, Tatum's out. They salary dumped Drew Holiday and they salary dumped Kristaps Porzingis. That's 3 championship winning starters out the door. And Tatum's better than all 3 of those guys.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday's probably on the same tier as a couple of those guys, and Kristaps Porzingis, when healthy, is better than pretty much all those guys except J-Dub.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this quote? And with all the injuries like we talked about in the shower thoughts before, is Jaylen Brown in the MVP race?
First of all, I want to address the second part. Absolutely he is. I don't know why I didn't think of him earlier when we talked about the MVPs.
Exactly, yeah.
Don't know why. But absolutely he's in there. Now, your first part of your question was the Scalabrine quote. And what was he saying again? That he was saying that
if Shea lost the 3 starters, would he be doing what Jaylen Brown's doing right now?
I mean, I would say yes.
I don't know.
It's
tough.
I would say yes, bro. Maybe not record-wise, like with the team being as good as they are, but I think stats-wise, and I think SGA is also a very capable defender. Like
he is,
Let's not forget that.
He's not Jaylen Brown, but he's
not Jaylen Brown.
He's a good defender in his own way.
He's a very capable defender, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in that situation, right now, Brown's playing with Derek White. Peyton Pritchard's playing the 1, right?
Yeah.
And you're rolling out Nemias Queta at the 5. Who's playing the 4 for them right now? Is it
Jordan Walsh?
Jordan Walsh, yeah.
Nice.
So in that situation, the only starter remaining with Shea would be
Kason Wallace or Lou Dort.
Yeah, so let's say it's Shea, Lou Dort, and then you're playing like the other Jalen Williams and Isaiah Joe.
Okay.
Well, I think Brown has the better supporting cast.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Brown also has the better star teammate.
So is he trying to say that JB is just a better player than SGA overall? Is that what he's saying?
I think he's saying that right now the argument for Jaylen Brown is that he lost his best player,
right,
and he lost and they traded away the other 2 championship winning starters.
Right.
So right now, based on the situation we're seeing, he's averaging 30 points. He's one of the best defenders in the NBA right now, and the Celtics are about to pass the Knicks to go second in the East. He should absolutely be in the MVP race right now.
Okay.
And especially with the losing skid the Thunder are on right now, you could argue that he's first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that. If he's saying, is he a better player than SGA? I don't know if I would say that yet.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's a little far
Yeah.
considering he just won a championship.
Right.
But
But I would say he's in that same tier right now. I would absolutely say that
What do you
based on
think?
how he's playing.
what do you think, Antoine, about this whole thing with Jaylen Brown?
Well, yeah, listen, started the season 3 months ago. We were saying how the East, the purgatory that the Celtics and Pacers are going to be in. The Pacers we're right about. I think it's clear as day right now.
Yeah.
Boston, completely wrong about it. Missoula is not embracing the tank at all.
Come on now.
And is
That's not who he is.
putting foot to the gas and belt to
Booty.
I told you, Missoula. You guys trying
Okay.
to say Missoula was not a great coach. I knew Missoula was a good coach.
And if I'm being
I said he
honest,
was a good coach. Oh, yeah.
and if I'm being honest, like Tatum's loss is massive. Don't get me wrong. The supporting cast that they have, moving on from Porzingis and Drew, like we knew PP was going to step up. Derek White's still there. Jaylen Brown is there. Walsh, surprise. Kada, we've seen, he could do really good things.
Yeah.
Indiana, like they're trying, but it's just not working. We know them that they're going to get a high pick. Boston's
Halliburton's
not
that
getting a high
offense.
pick. It seems the chemistry is still there, obviously. And if you're bringing Tatum into this, you're looking at, again, them being the 1 seed in the East, presumably. Or somewhat close to the Pistons. But listen, Jaylen Brown, sat with himself on Twitch and said,
Exactly.
he's like, enough about this hair talk. I need to start balling. Change the narrative about my hair. Talk about basketball.
Damn right.
And he did that. So now we're not talking about his hair anymore. We're talking about how he's playing.
Is he Mr. Clean yet or no?
No, he's still got whatever
Still got
he's
the
got.
paint?
I don't know.
But I would say Jaylen Brown is one of the most underappreciated stars
I agree.
in the NBA.
Just like Tatum.
Yeah.
And like, the NBA, the MVP run, I loved what he did in that whole playoffs. And I was like, this guy is him. Like everyone thinks this is Tatum's team. It's Brown's team just as much as it is Tatum's team.
Wow. Okay, can I ask a question on that?
Honestly.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah,
So
go
the
ahead.
question is, if Jason Tatum comes back this season,
It's Tatum's team.
it's Tatum's team?
It still is. Because that's how the
Even
narrative
though-
is.
All right, wait. What if Jason Tatum comes back in, let's say, close to the playoffs or during like the first round of the playoffs? Is Jaylen Brown still the 1A, or is Jaylen Brown go back to the 1B?
Well, I mean, Tatum's coming back from a torn Achilles.
Right.
So you're still relying on Brown more than Tatum because you don't want to re-aggravate the injury.
So Brown's still the 1A.
Yeah. Next year, I think Tatum going into the season, you might still look at Brown because, torn Achilles, you want to lessen the load on him a little bit to progress more.
But you would think that Tatum takes that role
Eventually.
being the 1A back
Eventually,
again?
yeah. But it's still Brown.
Remember, Jason Tatum, before the injury, was considered, remember when it was that whole MVP debate between Jokic, SGA, and Giannis? That fourth place was always Jason Tatum. People always disrespect Tatum and forget how good he really is.
Yeah.
And we don't really, hopefully this injury won't hamper him much. I think that first year when players come back from a torn Achilles are always great. And then a couple of years after, it starts to kind of teeter off. We'll see what happens because he's younger. He's only 19. Yeah. So we'll see how that affects as he gets into his 20s whenever that happens.
Yeah.
But I think with Tatum, he's
already in his 20s.
I think he's more underappreciated than Jaylen Brown is.
Okay.
I think he can, especially because he did not win the Finals MVP.
Right.
Whereas, we've seen Tatum drop 51 in a Game 7. We've seen Jason Tatum come alive in bad games, and we've seen him step up when it matters the most, just like Jaylen Brown has. And I think that's why the two of them work so well together. And what we're seeing with Jaylen Brown right now kind of reminds me of the situation. I'm not comparing player here. I just want to make that abundantly clear.
Russ and KD.
When Jamal Murray tore his ACL, that was when Jokic started to really take that leap to become the best player in the world. Because as good as he was in the bubble, I know he was an all-star, that was Jamal Murray's team that year. He was that good. Dropping 50-point games like it was nothing. Him being out allowed Jokic to get comfortable with his game and elevate it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing with Brown right now. We haven't seen Brown have that comfortability to really take that leap, and we're finally doing it now. He's always been like a top 20 player. He just moved down in the rankings from 14th to 19th. And now I think he's comfortably made a leap into the top 10.
For sure.
And with Tatum coming back, you're adding a top 4 player to this.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, guys. I do think this team is the best team in the NBA when Tatum comes back.
In the NBA?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Wow.
Absolutely.
if you're looking on paper, presumably they add a center via trade or fill out some bench guys. The rookies are playing good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, Celtics got blessed with 2 of the best number 3 picks of all time,
You're welcome.
back-to-back years.
Yeah.
You know, some guy out of Cal that nobody really knew about, and then you know the guy at Duke that everyone knew about.
Yeah.
And you know they both turned to the best players that they've seen in their recent generation. And you know, again, like picking guys like Derek White up for
Right.
Romeo Langford and whatever. And the Spurs said, "No, take him. We don't want him." Okay, whatever you say.
Yeah.
And then like Peyton Pritchard in the rough, Jordan Walsh in the rough, Kada, Baylor Shireman, Sam Hauser, Missoula, of course, coming in as coach. You know,
It's impressive stuff, man.
It is.
It really is.
Shout out to Missoula. You're doing a hell of a job, man.
Shout out Joe Mazzulla. Shout
Yeah.
out to Brad Stevens.
Yeah,
this
Brad
is
Stevens.
Yeah.
one of the greatest GMs
moving from a coach.
I think we've ever seen. That was one of the
GM.
smartest moves the Groospecks made.
Yeah.
Was instead of firing him as the coach
Yeah.
because they didn't want him to leave, they moved him to the front office
Yeah.
when Danny Ainge passed the torch, and they just do no wrong as a franchise. I genuinely cannot hate them. I can only respect them.
Listen, Brad was not a bad coach. Like, came from Butler.
No, he was
Exactly.
good.
Big
yeah.
guy from Butler. And
His time just ran his course
Yeah,
with that team,
and
and it wasn't going to work.
listen, and that's good on him because knowing your time is up, unlike some guys, Doc Rivers, your time is up. I mean, Doc,
catching
give him
strays
some
is
break. Yeah, no,
crazy.
I'm sorry, Doc. I love you, but listen,
Nah.
Look,
time is up.
We need some team to be. We need some guy or some coach to be the charity win in the playoffs, and that's just what Doc Rivers is.
Yeah.
He's gonna get out to a big lead, and he's gonna give it right back. That's just how it goes.
Dang, that's tough, Doc. Sorry
But-
they treat you that way, bro.
And listen, I mean, you know, Celtics going through also the Udoka situation, massive bad like for them. And Udoka was top candidate for
Great
like
coach.
other jobs, and he had to wait a year, leaving the Nets as well, right?
Yeah.
The
Well,
year
he
before.
left. He left the Nets to go to the Celtics.
Yeah, and then Houston brings him in, and look at Houston now.
I think everyone kind of came out of that situation fairly unscathed, considering he didn't. Udoka's coaching and
Missoula was
Mazzulla
the
won a
big was the
lead
assistant behind him. Yeah,
Exactly.
so
So,
it works.
Joe Mazzulla, enjoy your time in the spotlight for now, but Jordy Fernandez is coming for that ass. But anyways, congratulations to Jaylen Brown and Kawhi Leonard on big time, past like month or so.
Yeah.
Let us know down in the comments. Does Jaylen Brown deserve MVP, or is it still Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? I think right now you have to go Shai, but low-key, if the Celtics keep winning games,
Could be Jalen.
I'm going to be all on the Jaylen Brown train.
I'm
Yeah.
already on that.
Awesome. Love it. Keep it up.
I've always been on it.
We have to have some agendas to push.
Yeah.
So, boys, do you have any sort of questions, final thoughts, comments, concerns before we get into the surprise segment?
We're good. Let's go.
Into the next segment we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tyler's surprise segment. So this is something that I just bring to the table every week where we either, rate some jerseys or some courts, or what did we do last week? We talked about Bleacher Report's, what was it? Oh, the best second options of all
Yes.
time. That was pretty good. Gio got to talk about his favorite player of all time, Chris Paul being a first option. If you do want to go check that out, the link to the last episode's in the description below, or just click the link above Gio's head over on whatever side of the screen and whatnot. Our old friends are back. Bleacher Report came to the table. This is an article from a few weeks ago or a few days ago, right? We're recording this on January 5th.
Yes.
This was right at the end of the year. And since we're now in 2026, we've now completed a quarter century in time, being 2000 to now. Let me just take some water. Hang on.
Wow.
And Bleacher Report came out with their all NBA teams for this quarter century.
Ooh. All quarter teams for the quarter century. All right, this is going to be good. This is going to be good.
So what we're going to roll through is we're going to roll through all three all NBA teams, and then they have 7 superlative / awards that will kind of go through that you guys will be guessing on.
Love
fine.
it. Love
But
it.
I'll probably just reveal the all
That's
NBA
fine.
teams and everything of that nature.
Yeah.
If you guys do want to go check out the article for yourself, the link will be down in the description below. Go watch it. If I remember to put it in the description, because I'll be honest, I just forget sometimes. And everything of that nature. Gio, will we see your boy in any of these things?
Who, Russell Westbrook?
Bless you.
God bless
Bless
you.
you.
Oh my goodness.
God bless you. Man.
Say bless you in the comments. Will we see your boy in this?
Russ?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, well,
Where
let's
is he?
see.
Yeah.
So are we ready to go, boys?
Let's do it.
All right, so I'm just having a picture of Giovanni
Yo, take
on the
that
screen
down,
right
bro.
now.
Hopefully
look chopped, yo.
that quality improves soon.
Hopefully,
Yo, chill.
he's putting you on the spot, bro. That's crazy.
Hopefully we could see what his hair actually looks like
Yo,
in the detail.
Comment down below if you guys think I should get a new camera.
Look, Gio has a beard now too, guys. You know, that's an old Gio pic with just with the stash.
2025, Antoine added the beard. 2026, Gio's adding the beard.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's just how we roll around here.
New
Yeah, man.
year, new beard.
So we're going to start off with the All-NBA first team for the quarter century. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Here are the players that they have gone with. So they've gone for Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Tim Duncan at the center spot is interesting.
I don't think that's. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I
Tim
don't-
Duncan definitely deserves that.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with this.
This is
Honestly.
nothing to say here.
No.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of championships were won in this time period.
Yes.
It's quite insane.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
there really is no other argument you can make unless you want to put a center instead of Tim Duncan.
I think Tim's okay.
But he won like 4 or 5
KD and
of the
LeBron are like centers themselves too. Don't forget.
not
Nah,
really.
they're not.
LeBron maybe.
Nah.
No, I mean
LeBron's
yeah.
like at most a power forward.
okay,
Yeah.
fair.
LeBron's mainly a
KD's
small,
small
forward.
forward,
They
yeah.
both are.
Yeah.
And then Tim Duncan's a power forward, but I don't hate it. He could play the center.
Yeah.
So wait, let me ask: what if we were to put Tim Duncan at power forward, and we put KD down in the second team?
Ooh.
Who would you put at center then?
Well, it depends who's the second team
Well, who,
center.
like off the top
Yeah,
of
who
your
would
head,
you
like
put?
who would you put? Like in the century, the quarter century.
Bosh?
No,
No.
way.
Jokic.
Yeah,
I think I would
I
actually.
think I would put
Jokic.
Jokic in there.
I think
Yeah.
Jokic
And
would
I
be
think-
the only one.
I think I would do that right now.
Would you
I think I
actually?
would put Duncan at the power forward and Jokic at the center.
I wouldn't
and bump
move
KD
no,
down to the second
You
team.
can't do that.
Nah, I don't
He
think
has
I
two
could.
Finals
just-
MVPs.
I just got over my KD hate.
Oh God, here
but
we go.
I
it's
don't
still
think we, I don't
lingering
think we
in there.
can.
No,
No, we
Nah,
can't.
that's
He
fine,
has
that's
two
fine.
Finals MVPs.
Unless do you value Kobe's rings in the 90s more than now? If you wanted to potentially
Ooh,
move
that's a
Kobe
good
down
question.
to second team,
that is a
and
good
then you
question.
move LeBron or KD up to guard, Kobe fans are gonna hate
It
it.
feels weird not having Kobe on here.
Yeah,
But the thing is, he only played like 10 good years.
10 good years, and then he tore his Achilles, and the post prime was egregiously bad.
And it wasn't great. Yeah.
yeah,
So I don't know. But same thing with Duncan too, because he only played like.
but he won 3 rings in
Yeah,
that,
you're right,
in
you're
that
right.
era. So I think that's fair. KD won 2, LeBron and Steph won 4.
You know what? Leave it as is.
Yeah, I
Leave it
think
as
it's
is.
best to just leave it untouched
Yeah.
and kind of go from there.
Yeah. Good job, Bleacher Report.
Shout out to Bleacher Report. We're ready to get into the second team.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Here is all NBA second team. So we've got Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Nets legend Kevin Garnett. Also, by the way, it was Nets legend Kevin Durant. Sorry, my fault. Dirk Nowitzki and Nikola Jokic.
Oh wow.
Dude, if we don't see
Kevin-
Russell Westbrook on this list,
Kevin Garnett at the 3 is insane
that's
work.
nasty.
Yeah, it's quite nuts.
I understand it.
Mm.
Paul Pierce, maybe.
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Are we forgetting a notable name here? That's
I
one
would
that-
probably
that
bump
should
down
be there.
KD, take Garnett's
Jokic?
spot.
And move Jokic up, but then who's playing the 5? KG?
KG's
Yeah.
playing the 5. Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Or Dirk. Either KG or Dirk.
Yeah,
Dirk,
it's
Dirk can't play at a 5.
understandable. I actually think this is a pretty solid list.
Yeah.
Jokic, you could make the argument for first team. I think he's just that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirk won one of the hardest rings
Of all time.
of all time.
Yep.
Kevin Garnett, I feel like he kind of is underrated, but Bleacher Report does kind of overrate him a little bit.
A little bit.
So he's pretty high up. And then Wade and Chris Paul had some of the greatest guard peaks we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And Wade included a Finals MVP with that.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
don't want to see CP3 on the second team. It just doesn't
No,
really,
you
doesn't
gotta
really
you gotta
doesn't feel
include
right.
Lob City. You gotta include even the Hornets days, and you know,
Yeah,
notable.
if we're looking at consistency from like the broad spectrum of, the broad spectrum of the 21st centuries, I think you have to put Chris Paul up there.
yeah. You have
When
to.
was he drafted again?
I think he was like 06.
04? 2006?
He was drafted in 2005.
2005? All right, so.
He's been playing for over 20 years.
Yeah, just crossing 20 years. Yeah.
And I think he really only has been washed for like 2, maybe 3 of those years.
No.
Listen, I mean,
He played in the finals 4 years ago.
he played a full
He was not-
82
he was
just
averaging
last year.
14 points.
Okay.
He was good on the Suns.
Yeah, he was.
Once he left Phoenix, that's where things started to kind of fall off.
His last year on the Suns, he wasn't good.
Yeah, that was when he dealt with more
played
injuries.
a full 82 last year on San Antonio, and now it's getting exiled out.
Did
of
he
the
really play,
Clippers.
though? Let's be honest.
Look. I mean, he helped
be honest. Did he
Stephon
really
Castle.
He
and helped-
averaged
He coached, bro.
in
He coached.
2024-25. He averaged 28 minutes a game
That's not bad.
What year is this?
in 2025.
Last year.
He played 82 games and averaged 28 minutes a game.
That's
Yeah,
not
but
bad.
what did he do? Average how many points?
He averaged 8 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Sorry,
Kinda
that's
average.
rebound. That's total rebounds. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 7.5 assists.
That's not bad.
Not
It's
terrible.
actually not terrible. It's kind of underrated for
his age,
for
yeah.
post prime CP3.
And what was the record?
The Spurs that year went 34 and 48.
Yeah, because remember, Pop got,
Pop got sick.
and then
Wemby
Wemby
had
was
the blood
out.
clots.
Yep.
Yeah, I know he's CP3 is still
De'Aaron Fox
dunking.
came
I saw
later
that.
on.
CP3 is still dunking. I saw that.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he's still dunking.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, by the time this podcast gets a few years more deep, Gio's going to start liking Chris Paul.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, we'll see about that.
This Knicks game's a wash.
Yeah, and they're going to lose, right?
They're down by 24.
Let's go, Pistons! Shout out. Let's go. See, you guys hired the wrong Kings coach. That's all I'm saying.
Oof.
It is what it is. We're going to
let's
get
get
into
into
third team.
Yeah,
Is Russell Westbrook there?
he better be.
Here is the All NBA
ridiculous,
third
dude.
team.
This
So
is
we've got Steve Nash, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay. This is
Terrible list.
very interesting.
I will add before you continue. They did add 4 players that did receive votes but did not make the cut.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook was the highest,
Wow.
followed by Allen Iverson, followed by Luka Doncic, and then Manu Ginobili. Those were the guards.
Manu Ginobili.
For guards,
For guards.
the forwards were Tim Duncan actually got votes for forwards, but made it as a center.
Yep.
Carmelo Anthony, Pau Gasol, and Anthony Davis. And the only other center that got a vote was Dwight Howard.
Okay.
I'll put Dwight over Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq was pretty washed.
Well, he wasn't-
Well, no, he did 3-peat in the early part of the century.
Yes. Yeah. Man, that's tough.
Listen,
I
all
probably wouldn't
all
then.
of these
Yeah.
guys gave us some of the best moments in playoff history.
Yeah.
Steve Nash being there.
Back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah.
Kinda
I'm
had
not
to
putting
go.
Nash in there.
guess.
Get him out of there. Get him out.
I don't
bro.
have issues because, Houston Harden was him.
Yeah. Harden
Kawhi
can
in
stay.
Toronto was him. Giannis in his championship year is him. Shaq, I really don't put in this quarter century, but like Tyler just said, he did 3-peat.
You know what I'm doing?
Um,
Can I tell you what I'm gonna do with this list?
What?
I'm moving Giannis up to the second team, and I'm bringing KG down because Giannis can play the small forward.
He can. Not really.
Yes, he can.
When was
Giannis
the
can play
last,
small
but
forward.
when was the last time he did that?
I mean, he did it in 2016.
Yeah, but that was 2016.
Yeah, but he played like every single position in his career.
I mean, fair.
KG has never played small forward in his career. He's always been power forward and power forward only. So if he it would make more sense as a lineup to
I
put
guess,
Giannis
yeah.
at the 3 on the second team and KG at the 4 on the third team, and it makes more sense like in general. I just think Giannis is the better power forward than KG in my opinion.
Understandable.
He has a Finals MVP, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Also, obviously, Steve Nash should not be here instead of Russell Westbrook. Let's be real. Let's just be real.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
care. We all know he didn't deserve that second MVP. We all know that. And so that leaves us with 2 players that have an MVP, right? Because we all know Shaq deserved that MVP. We know this. Okay, so, and if you look at the numbers, if you watch the players with your eyes, you will come to the conclusion Russell Westbrook needs to be on this third team right next to his teammate,
I don't know.
James Harden.
I
Can
think
we agree on that, Anthony?
The other argument Nash has is that he was also part of that Suns team that revolutionized offense in the NBA. I think we're also kind of forgetting that. Russ also did not have
He
a...
didn't really revolutionize it. They kind of created the idea, and it was really Mike D'Antoni that did that.
Well,
and
obviously,
then
but Steve Nash was the
Curry's
player.
the one that really revolutionized it. Nash kind of was like, here's what you could potentially kind of do.
Yeah.
yeah,
And then Curry really
So
revolutionized it.
you're basically in a lose-lose because now you're propping up Steph Curry.
No, Curry deserves it, bro. I stopped challenging Curry with Russell Westbrook probably in like 20 when he won by himself
2022.
that year.
Exactly,
That's
yeah.
when I stopped.
Dude, he
I
was
was like, Curry got it, bro.
You got it, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean-
it's tough.
I see your argument. Yeah, I
Look-
think Russ gets into the third team if you move some
Absolutely.
guys around.
If Russ never went to the Lakers or if Russ never had a washed period, he absolutely would have been on here.
Yeah,
But
It's really just unfortunate because LeBron James ruined his legacy.
yeah, I get.
LeBron James, dude.
yeah.
I'm not a bronze sexual anymore, bro.
I don't think
That's
you ever
great.
were.
I don't
Wait,
think
so-
I ever was.
LeBron James or Rudy Gobert?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I have to pick one
Rudy
right now.
Gobert.
Rudy Gobert loves Russ. He let
I'm
him
going
dunk
with
on
Rudy.
him.
I'm going with Rudy.
Yes,
This is insane,
let's
but I'm
go.
going with Rudy.
Shout out Rudy the Gobert, man. Rudy's a good guy.
I've never gone with Rudy in my life.
Rudy, listen, Rudy started the coronavirus.
He
Okay.
did.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
You know,
So-
shout out Rudy, I guess,
Yeah.
for online school, online work,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So that was the All NBA teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we ready to get into the superlatives?
Let's go.
Yeah.
You guys are going to be guessing on these. First one's a layup. Best shooter.
Steph Curry.
It is Wardell Stephen Curry. There was on the article, it shows other players that receive votes. It was the shrugging emoji because no one else should be in this conversation. This is, as Stephen A says, the greatest shooter God ever created. He is ridiculous. Over 4,000 career threes. With all that volume, has still like a top 10 in percentage. 4 championships, all that stuff. It's Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Gio loves that man with all his heart
No.
and soul. And
He's cool.
He's cool. Not as cool as
fine.
not as cool as Chris Paul, but you know, he'll never touch your glorious king, Christopher Emmanuel Paul. But you know what?
This
It's
is
okay.
ridiculous, dude.
So that was the best shooter. The next one might also be kind of a layup. Best dunker of the
Shaq?
21st century.
LeBron?
Shaq, LeBron,
Giannis?
Dwight.
It could be. I don't know if this is a layup. I'm going to go with Bron, though.
LeBron James.
I'm fine with that.
I am very disappointed in you guys. You mean to tell me you forgot about Nets legend
Vince Carter.
Vince Carter?
Oh, I thought it was only the players that we saw on
No.
the
No,
teams. It could be anyone.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Bro, of course we would have went Vince Carter.
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
There was one other player that received votes. Any idea?
Best dunker.
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No Zach Levine, huh?
Aaron
Nope.
Gordon.
Wow.
Imagine losing 2 dunk contests and you wound up being in here.
No,
Right.
yeah. I
And he,
think
got,
Aaron,
and he got second too in this.
That's crazy.
Aaron Gordon on the Magic had hops.
Bro, still
I
does.
think. Yeah.
You saw the lob, the 360 lob he had before he got injured earlier in the season?
Yeah.
Oh, it was insane.
Yeah, he's crazy still.
So, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Vince Carter's probably the best dunker of all time, in my
easily.
opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone
No
comes
question.
close.
Yeah. Vince was good.
Nets legend.
Yeah.
Great franchise. Anyways, we have 4 of these left to go. Next up, best passers.
Oh,
I guess you can go like
plural.
Nash,
So multiple.
Well, passer, sorry, my fault.
Chris
Oh.
Paul, Nash, one of them.
passer.
Playmaker, passer, playmaker.
Jay Kidd, like it's one of those guys.
Do we want to go Jokic?
Nah.
No.
We're gonna go Nash or Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
You're
I'll
going
go
with
with Nash.
You're going with Steve
I'll go with
Nash.
Chris
You're
Paul.
going with Chris Paul. Funny enough, Nash and Chris Paul were the 2 that others received votes.
Oh wow.
Oh, so it's Russell Westbrook.
No,
Oh,
it is a tie between LeBron James and Nikola Jokic.
I mentioned Jokic.
this is a terrible list.
Jokic, I do think Jokic and LeBron are 2 of the best passers and playmakers of all time. I think absolutely.
Yeah.
LeBron James should not be tied with Jokic.
He shouldn't be tied with
Jokic
Jokic.
is a step above LeBron for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
And so is Nash and Chris
I would
Paul.
argue that earlier in LeBron's career, he was not a big passer.
He was a passer.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, but the assist numbers weren't up in the 10s like they
No.
are now.
no, yeah. He's doing a lot more now because he doesn't have that motor because he's
Yeah.
41 years old.
Okay. I mean,
I'm
yeah,
not
I
a
think
fan of
LeBron
that.
is LeBron does have good passes. There's
He's a
a
good
lot
passer.
of videos that we've seen that were like ridiculous. Jokic, we already know.
Jokic is in like magic conversations of passing. That's how good of a passer he
That's
is.
fair for Jokic, but
Yeah.
Bron should not be in this conversation. Sorry.
Isn't it crazy though? Like if someone walked up to you, and I know we were like newborns at that time, but like if someone walked up to you in 2000 and said that a center would be the best passer in the next 25 years,
We would say they're ridiculous.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
Because like
100%.
we thought Arvydas Sabonis was like this alien creature in like the 90s,
true.
2000s.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of a mainstream thing. I mean, Giannis will have double-digit assist games.
Şengün.
Şengün.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even guys like Isaiah Hartenstein are good passers, even if the stats don't really show it.
Yeah.
So not too bad. The third to last award, the best defender,
Kawhi.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up.
Sure.
with Kawhi Leonard.
Going with
Yeah.
Kawhi.
You're going with Kawhi too?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't remember who it was. And I believe it also was a tie between Tim Duncan and Ben Wallace.
Oh, Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
The guard?
Yeah, okay. If you know, you know.
The guard?
The others that received votes were Draymond Green,
Oh my God, dude.
Kevin Garnett,
Dude.
and Rudy Gobert.
Dude.
Oh, Draymond.
How
and
is Kawhi
Rudy.
Leonard not on the list?
Because bro barely played games.
Wait, Draymond and Rudy knew us?
Kevin Garnett.
Come again. Listen, Tim Duncan with a fro is a look.
I would have swapped. I would have
That's
swapped
crazy.
Garnett and Kawhi to at least get him some votes.
Dude,
Yeah.
I think Kawhi is definitely at least top 2. There's no way he shouldn't have gotten at least 1 vote.
I think Ben Wallace is the clear number 1.
I get that.
I don't even think it's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
okay
he's
with
better than
that.
Duncan. I don't know
I
why
would
Duncan's
I would
tied
replace Duncan.
Yeah.
I would take KG out of the others,
Yeah.
move Tim Duncan down, and put Kawhi Leonard
at
in.
3.
What about OG Anunoby?
I would. Yo, dude, stop.
So let's talk about Tim Duncan.
I mean, I don't really see Tim as a defender.
He was just like
Honestly.
he didn't jump off the page, but he was good for the situation he was in.
He was very
Yeah.
good. He was not super athletic, but he was a big body and he was smart.
That's why
So
he's
he
called-
would get blocks. He would finish plays and
That's
stuff
why
like
it's called the
that.
big fundamental.
Yeah.
Fundamentally sound. The mechanics were there.
Draymond should be in the top,
Hell
top
no.
2.
Yeah,
Get
no,
Draymond at it.
Draymond-
How the hell is Draymond in there and
Draymond
Kawhi
should
Leonard
be
is not?
there.
Did you hear me? How is Draymond in there and Kawhi
Because
Leonard
Draymond
not?
played more games.
Well,
Dude,
Draymond's
I'm about to walk off this show. bro.
Draymond is consistency.
Draymond's defense led to 4 championships in a
No,
dynasty.
it didn't.
It
bro.
did.
Kawhi Leonard. I mean,
Listen,
The reason
Steph Curry's shooting.
the
did
reason
that.
the reason they
Let's be
lost
real.
in 2016 was because he got suspended in Game 5.
Draymond-
listen,
no.
if you put on a backpack in high school and shoot, you're just like Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
'Cause he shoots
that's
with a
not
backpack
That's
on.
not a compliment, bro.
I used to go into the gym and go,
Did you
Draymond.
You would say Draymond after you shot?
That's
No
crazy.
wonder you're a terrible shooter.
The glaze is crazy.
No, but I do remember, you know what's crazy though? When Draymond was in college in Michigan State, he was like the star there. And I'm like, how
was
the
good, man.
hell is
Well,
this
duh.
guy? He was a great player.
Yeah.
Second round pick turned out to be one of the greatest legends of all time.
Yeah. One of the greatest second round picks of all time. Hold
Only
Gio.
averaged 10 points a game or
Hold.
less to be a Hall of Famer too.
Yeah.
Gosh, dude.
Well, just like a lot of the 50s players, he definitely deserves it more than those guys.
Yeah, I
Yeah, he
guess.
does. That's true.
But I do think, like I said, both can be true that Kawhi deserves to be there, but Draymond deserves to be there as well. And I think unequivocally Rudy Gobert deserves to be in that top 5.
Nah.
4 DPOIs.
Yeah, for wise. Yeah, I get
I
that.
don't care. Get him out
Dude,
of there.
there's a reason why the Jazz and Timberwolves in the past decade have been like top 5 defenses in the league. It's him. It's
Yeah.
literally him.
Yeah, I get that.
So he actually played really well the other night too.
They did.
He had
Rudy did, yeah,
He had
he
like
did.
20 and 14, I think it was.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Shout out Rudy. I love that guy. Anyways, into the penultimate one. The best coach of the top.
Popovich. Easy.
no.
Popovich.
Him or Spoelstra?
Pop.
It's
gotta be Pop.
Yeah.
Antoine, stand on business.
Is it Spoelstra? Is that what he's telling you to
Pop.
say?
Because you're both correct.
Oh, okay.
It's
good
Greg
stuff.
Popovich and Eric Spoelstra.
Okay.
Draymond.
This is
Why are we talking about Draymond, bro?
this is something I hope stays in January 2025.
Yeah. See.
But the others that received votes were Phil Jackson,
Okay.
Mike D'Antoni, and Rick Carlisle.
Okay.
Yes,
Phil
sir.
Jackson, Mike D'Antoni. Okay,
Those
fair.
are some good coaches.
Yeah, but I mean, Pop and Spo are
Yeah, easy.
incredible coaches.
Yeah.
Combined, how many championships? Like
So
7?
Pop won in the 2000s. We're
Pop
talking about
won
or
4.
total?
Pop won 3 in the 2000s, right?
4.
Or 4 in the 2000s.
Spo won 3.
Yes.
7.
3.
No,
Wait,
yes,
let's
Spo
think
won 3.
again about
No,
Pop.
I don't think Spo was coaching the 06 team.
No, he wasn't. Spo won 2.
Oh, so 2.
Spo won 2.
Yeah.
Pop won, I think, 3 or 4.
The Spurs won in 14. They won in 07. They won in 05.
Yeah.
And they won in
03.
03. Yeah, so they
Yeah,
have
it
4.
is 4, yeah.
Because they beat the Nets in the 03 finals.
You're right. You're right.
So
you're right.
the combined 6 championships
Solid.
between the two of them, including a Spolstra finals run as an 8 seed and as a 4 seed.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the Jimmy High Roller quote. It was Jimmy, Bam, and the Undraftables. That was a great.
That's true, yeah.
That was a really fun team. Just
It was a
that-
really fun
That was
team.
Denver's year.
Yeah.
That was just, Jokic and Murray were unstoppable, and they tore that team to shreds.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to those coaches, and obviously well wishes to Pop. We hope he's doing well.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the front office, too.
Yep. And lastly, the best overall player in the quarter century. This should be a layup.
LeBron James.
It is LeBron James. The other two that received votes. Can you
KD?
guess who they are?
Steph Curry.
Nope.
Kevin Durant.
Nope.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Someone on the first team. Tim Duncan.
It's not.
Oh.
I'll give you one more
Shaq.
guess. Nope.
Wait.
I'll give Gio. You get one more guess, and
I
that's
say,
it.
wait, who was the center? Tim Duncan? Did you say
That's
that?
that. I said Kobe, LeBron,
So I guess
Jokic.
the second team. Oh,
It's
Jokic.
Nikola Jokic.
Jokic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he only came onto the scene in like 2014.
He really started playing that good in like 2018, 19.
Yeah.
And then in the bubble, he became an all-star. And then he became an MVP and finals MVP and one of the greatest players of all time.
So it's really only been for the
Not-
last like 7 years.
Not gonna lie,
8, 9 maybe.
those red jerseys go hard.
I like those red
Those are the
ones,
Christmas jerseys, no?
Yeah, those go hard.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, those were sick. They got to bring some of those Christmas jerseys back, man.
Yeah.
Also, Braun with the headband.
It's cold.
Goes
tough.
hard.
Kinda
And with
aura.
hair.
I like
No
that
hair.
I like that he wore the headband when he broke the scoring record.
Yeah, I actually
was
like
kinda
Brown
good.
without the beard. Pause.
Well,
yo.
that's like a light stubble.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, 5 o'clock
Yeah.
shadow.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is the Bleacher Report, all quarter century teams and superlatives and awards and stuff like that. Let us know down in the comments what you think. What picks would you make and stuff like that? And should Kawhi have made the all defense and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And boys, we've reached that point in the episode. Are we ready for the first tier list of 2026?
Let's go.
Welcome to the second half of the show, ladies and gentlemen. We're in the main segment. As you can tell by the title and thumbnail, we're going to be putting every single NBA first option into a tier list. That's right. First tier list of 2026. They are back, better than ever. You guys love them. And they've kind of been a staple on our channel. We have a summer series called Summer of Tier List where we rank every single player in a certain position. If you guys want to go check it out, just I know I'm going to forget to put the links in the description, so just go browse through our channels from about 7-ish months ago.
What month was that?
We did it through it was July and August,
Yeah.
and then we started doing the power rankings in September and stuff like that. So today, if you guys don't know what a first option is, then I don't really know what to tell you. It's basically just the first scoring option. Typically, it's the best player on the team.
Right.
And it's the guy that, is making the big bucks, making the big time shots, playing the big time minutes, and has the big time money with the big time following. And there's big time. That's just who they are.
Just big time.
And because there's a lot of change going on this season where players have made leaps and players are injured, there's been changing of the guards. So obviously you're not going to find Halliburton on this list. You're not going to find Tatum, no Damian Lillard, no Fred VanVleet, no Kyrie Irving. Those guys are all ineligible. And, for certain teams, I'll mention if we were deciding between certain players and stuff like that. And then obviously next week, we'll continue the second part of this series by doing all the second options. And that will kind of be that. So boys, how do you envision this going? Like, what's like your criteria with rating how good a second or a first option is?
Well, I mean, I think
Points per game.
yeah, and then how
Efficiency.
and how they are like just league status for us, like MVP, distinguished on their team, and we trust them on any other team if they were to get moved or traded somewhere
Right.
else.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
And I would also say, so I said points per game,
Yeah, that too.
efficiency, and consistency, and lastly, eye test. Like, how cool are they when they play?
Right.
That's
yeah.
how I'm ranking them.
And because we're ranking 30 of the best players in the NBA, we have to be strict.
Yeah.
We're not just going to overload S tier and A tier with all these guys. We're going to have to be harsh critics. We usually are anyways on the show. So, no hard feelings. All these players are extremely good at what they do. They get paid to do it and all that good stuff. It's nothing personal.
Right. Like,
So,
these are
yes,
the best
sir.
players in the NBA.
Right.
100%.
We're just ranking them as in terms of how good are they next to the other best players in the NBA.
Yes, sir.
Right. So if you have a really good player in like the C or D tier, it doesn't mean they're a C or D tier player, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
We're comparing them amongst their peers, and that's just kind of
Yeah.
how they'll go. So are we ready to show you guys the tier list?
Let's
do it.
rock.
All right, so on the screen right now, you can see our first options tier list for this season. This tier list is public, so if you guys want to go do this yourself, the link is down in the description below. Just go do it. I have a bunch of, all my tier lists are there on my account. You could check it out from there on HoopGoat. Shout out to HoopGoat. They commented on our 9K post as well.
They did,
So shout out to everything they do. They've become a friend of the channel. And obviously, as you can see by the tiers, we've got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier. We're not really, fancy with the names and everything of that nature. We're just, the letters for where they go. And boys, are we ready to dive in?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
First player, going to the Houston Rockets, Nets legend Kevin Durant.
Well, we can't see the players. Because,
Well, you don't need to see the players. I'm just letting you know
he
what
is
player's up next.
Okay.
Where do we think Kevin Durant goes?
dude?
Traded to the Houston Rockets this season.
So
Okay.
we're ranking them based off of this season.
Well, no, I mean, I guess it's like their
Overall, too.
current status,
Yeah.
I guess, right now. Because
Current
obviously all time
status.
KD would be an S tier, but we're not doing all time.
Right.
This season.
This season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if it's this season, I kind of want to go B. Am I crazy?
I mean, you're
Because-
always crazy, so it's like,
Because this is arguably Şengün's team, right?
I don't know, it's tough. This year he's averaging 26, 5, and 5.
It's
So-
it's
It's
a
still
regular
KD
KD season.
Right.
Um,
Where would you put him?
I'm fine with B for now.
Yeah,
Obviously, because we're gonna move things around
I want to start tough and then see where
as
we
it gets
end up.
filled out.
exactly.
Yeah.
Think of it just like a steak. You'd rather have it come out more rare. That way you can always send it back. If it comes out well done, there's really nothing you can do about
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
So we'll put Kevin Durant up to B. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is S tier.
Oh, I think it's quite easily an S tier player. I think
Yeah,
he's
yes.
going to be one of, if not the top spot. We'll just kind of throw him up there.
Yeah, it's easy.
Zion Williamson.
F. Hot take.
He's been
F
he's been playing really good the
As
past
of
like
late,
week or so.
All right, we'll
he's
put him in
been
D.
Pretty good.
Because bro doesn't play. Can we put him in D, please?
Put him in D for Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't play. We got to see
D
more
for disabled
consistency.
list. You know what I'm saying? Like, did not play list.
DNP.
DNP. That's where he's gonna be.
Damn, my hamstring hurts.
Exactly. We'll put him in there.
We could put him in E for eating,
Eating, dude. Oh my
but there's
E
no
for
E
eating.
tier.
god. A B C D E.
Yeah, there's
put
no
him,
E
put
tier.
him in D tier for
Yeah,
now.
D tier.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't think he's F.
No,
I mean, you
not
could
quite.
put him in C. Is he average or is he a below average first
when he's
option?
playing, don't get me wrong, he's probably B when he's playing.
Are
Yes.
we are counting in? We're counting
Oh,
like
for
injury
sure.
proneness into account.
For sure.
So yeah, I think I'm fine putting Zion in the D tier then,
Yeah.
and we'll kind of throw him up here. All right, let's get to Gio's favorite team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, with Donovan Mitchell.
F.
I'm not mad at that. No.
Where's
Yeah,
D Mitch?
Where's
What do you
Spider
think,
D
Anthony?
Mitch
I mean,
going?
What do
listen.
you think?
If okay, in Utah, like it worked out, didn't work out. It's kind of the same story in Cleveland. So
He's
it
averaging.
kind of,
He's averaging 30.
I know, but where's the team going?
Well, I don't think it's
Nowhere.
his fault.
I would say C.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
You know what, Anthony? I'm starting to like you more and more.
I would go mid barrel. He's
But
mid barrel right now.
I wouldn't say. I mean, for the simple fact that he's giving you 30,
Yeah.
I can't really say C. Even though, look, don't get me wrong, the Cavs are frauds, dude, and a lot of that has to do with Donovan Mitchell. I think.
Well, because he's not a good one option,
Ooh.
and he's not your best one option.
He's coming at me with a good
Ooh,
point.
he's coming at you with facts.
Yeah, he's not
a
your
good
best one
point.
option.
But the thing is,
Garland,
though-
the team runs through Garland,
But the thing is,
Garland
though,
cannot be the one option, dude.
but he can be.
but when the team loses, Donovan Mitchell usually goes out swinging anyways. Like he'll drop 45 and lose.
I got to put Mitchell in the B.
I think
That's fine,
I think for now we have to put
That's
him in the
fine.
B tier. I think he's definitely below Kevin Durant,
of
Yeah.
course.
in my opinion. I know KD's averaging less points, but at the end of the day, I think we've seen KD in the playoffs show up and rise to the occasion.
Yeah.
So I think we'll put Donovan Mitchell in the B tier. I'm totally fine
Yeah.
with it. For now, we could always move it, like we always put that disclaimer out there just in case.
Right.
We have an interesting one. We have Norman Powell with the Miami Heat. This was a tough choice because we were kind of deciding between him. We were deciding between Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero. There were options. Obviously, we kind of debated it myself. Also, shout out to my friend Sammy. I talked to her about it, and she said Powell for sure. She really didn't even hesitate with it. So, where do we think Norman Powell goes?
I'm gonna say C tier.
Yeah,
C tier. Because look, he's a hell of a player, but in terms of one options, like next to all these other dudes, he's not up there with the B's, the A's, and the S's, right?
Yeah.
So
He's
definitely
close.
look. He's a great player, but he's not these guys like in the A in the S tier player. He's a C tier, one option.
Do you think he's above Zion? Because Zion's an all-star. I mean, obviously Powell can be an all-star in the next month or so.
Yeah.
So do we want to take that into account and move him lower, or are we okay with C tier?
I'm okay with C tier right
I'm
now
fine
because
with Norm,
Powell,
yeah.
Powell's always available. Like
That is true.
He's never hurt. He's always playing. The only reason why Zion's down there is because he's always in the DMP list, so he's in the D tier.
I mean, he's averaging 24 points, 3 rebounds, 2.5 assists. So it's not bad. It's definitely an average one option, I'd say. I think he's a great player, but I think it's kind of the Donovan Mitchell thing. I don't think he's a one option.
Right.
I think if the Heat truly want to contend for a title, they need a better player.
Yes.
Because it's hard for a center not named Jokic to be a one option. That's why Bam really can't. And Tyler Hero is just not having a good season. He's been hurt.
Right.
So I think Tyler Hero would probably go in the D or F tier, but I think Norman Powell, I kind of do want to move him down later on if we do.
Yeah,
but I'm fine putting him in the C tier for
For
now.
now, yeah.
So we'll move him up there. Nikola Jokic.
S.
Yeah.
The real question is, do we put him above
He's
or
above.
below
He's
Shai
above.
Gilgeous-Alexander? Okay, good. I'm glad we have sense on this podcast.
That's easy.
He's above.
Best player in the NBA for the past how many years now?
6.
5,
I thought you were going to go the other way, Gio.
7. I can't say 7. No.
Yeah, thank goodness. Well, I
I'll say
feel like he
5.
kind of has been, at least for
7
5
years?
years. Well, 26, 25, 26, 24. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, since 2021, he's really been that dude. Because, I mean, I think,
I was like Curry was better than him that season.
Which year? 2022? Yeah, because I think KD was the best in 21 until Giannis won the finals. Then I think it was Steph. And then I think it was Jokic from there. But
Yeah.
Jokic won the MVP in those 2 seasons prior.
Yeah, he did.
That's where it's tough.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
guess
fine.
we can say 5, whatever.
We'll put Jokic up there.
Yeah.
Jaylen Johnson. This is an interesting one. We were debating between him and Trae Young. Obviously, Trae Young is not long for this team anymore. And Jaylen Johnson's just playing better straight up.
So he's playing really, really well right now. But I haven't seen enough yet to really graduate him from a certain tier that I want to put him in.
Agreed, yeah.
So I want to say B tier right now for him. Maybe even C tier.
I was going to go C. I think he really belongs in the same tier as Norman Powell.
Yeah.
His numbers are better, but I mean, we haven't really seen him prove it much.
Yeah.
He's also dealing with the Zion thing of being injury prone all the time.
Yep.
We haven't really seen much of that in games that matter. The Hawks also aren't winning that many games right
Very
now,
true, yeah.
but they are doing well without Trae Young. So where do you think he should go, Antoine?
I mean, listen, he's putting up big numbers this year in his first healthy season.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably close into Mitchell and Durant soon.
Not yet, though.
Yeah, I'll put him above Norm, though. I'll take him above Norman Powell.
I
agree.
completely agree.
Yeah.
I think he should go at the top of C tier.
I agree.
So we are going to move Jaylen Johnson over here. Also, fun fact: the way you guys see these tier lists is that obviously we can't record more than one thing right now. So when I'm at my house editing the pod, I'll play the OBS feed in the background and I'll just sync my screen recording the tier list, just dragging everything. My eyes are like a hawk, pun intended.
Yeah.
Do it. So it takes me like an extra hour, but tier lists are easy to edit. I like when we do them. So shout out to the tier lists. Into the next player we go. One of the more improved teams in the NBA, the Utah Jazz. It's obviously Lauri Markkanen.
Okay.
I know Keontae George has been great, but we'll see him next week in the second options. Where should Lauri go? Because he's a complex one.
I would throw him in C.
I'll put him in D.
D tier.
I'll put him in D.
Worse than
look,
Zion?
Understand this. Look, as a one option, what the hell has he done for the Utah Jazz? Absolutely nothing.
But what has the Utah Jazz done for him? This is why I want to swap him and Norman Powell, because Norman Powell's been on playoff teams his whole career. Lauri Markkanen has not been in a good situation in his entire career. Was on a mid Bulls team, a mid Cavs team, and an ass Jazz team.
He's averaging 28.
Is he averaging 28?
Yeah, he won MIP. He's been an All-Star before.
Okay.
I think if he was in the same situation as Norman Powell, he'd be a lot better.
I would take
don't
Lauri
think
over
so.
Norm.
I don't think he's a one option.
Really?
No.
I don't think Lauri Markkanen is a one option.
Interesting.
I think on a good team, he's only a one option because he's on a bad team. If he was on a mid team, he would be a 2 option. Keontae George is going to take his place. And I think even now he's almost doing it now.
Eventually.
I mean, he outscored him against the Warriors the other night.
Right.
So he had 35. Keontae had like 20.
Okay.
So
Look,
I have a lot of stock in Lauri.
I like Lauri too, but I just don't think he's a true one option.
Okay.
I think he's only one option right now because he's on a bad team. I personally would put him in the D.
Yeah, that's right. I actually disagree. I think I view him the same way I view Michael Porter. I think he's this like 7-foot behemoth that could shoot the lights out, can dunk over anybody, can shot block. And I just think he was waiting for that opportunity for him to break out.
Okay.
I think I kind of view them in that same category as being that elite first option. Maybe not one that jumps off the screen like a Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or a Donovan Mitchell, but someone that you'd be like, oh, this guy's good. Like he's really good and all-star type player, can actually win playoff series if the Jazz ever get to that point.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think Karl Towns is better than Markkanen, or do you think Markkanen is better than Karl
Cat is not
Towns?
a one option.
I know. I'm just saying by base, just
not
player to
putting
player,
this.
By
player
to player, I think offensively Cat is better.
Yeah.
But
Overall.
if we're looking at a two-way
Lauri.
aspect, I would lean Lauri Markkanen.
Really?
Remember, when we did our top 30 players at the start of the season, that was after Lauri had a bad year, and I didn't have him in my top 30. I had Cat in like 25th.
Right.
Right now, I mean, Lauri's arguably having a top 20 season.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying
Fair.
Cat isn't, but I kind of view them in the same sort of stratosphere.
Me
They're very
too.
similar, just one isn't a first option
Right.
and one is. And the thing is, Cat had his chance to be a one option, and it didn't really work.
Okay.
Lauri just hasn't had that opportunity yet.
Okay.
And we'll see if
Where
that
did
happens.
you want to put Lauri between Jaylen and Mark?
I was
and
gonna put
Norm?
him. I was gonna put him above Jaylen Johnson because he's a little bit more proven.
way.
But we can go lower if you want.
Yeah, I would
wouldn't
put him
put
lower than
Jaylen.
Norm.
He's above
It's
Norm in
fine.
my
No,
opinion.
he's above Norm. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll put him above.
I would take him above Norm.
All right, Boys, we have a changing of the guard here. We're going to the Sixers, and it's not Joel Embiid. Even though his usage percentage is highest on the team, we have Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I love Tyrese.
Because he is having one of the greatest seasons possibly from his perspective. Where do we think he goes?
I think he's an A-tier player.
Well, yeah, he's third in scoring right now. It seems to be working.
Yeah.
Not Clippers, Jesus.
Same
Sixers
colors.
are in the 5 seed in the East, looking really good so far. So I'll put him in A tier.
I think he's
Why
A-tier.
not?
I mean, as a one option, he is unproven, but he is having an incredible season. He's arguably, based on the injuries, he's in the MVP race
Right.
Yes.
at this point in
He
his
is.
career.
Which is completely fine.
But you know what? I'm actually going to shout out Joel Embiid here. He's making his life so much easier.
Yeah.
Him taking a step back, allowing himself to be a playmaker, like kind of first,
Yeah.
and not overexerting his body is making Maxey just so much better.
True.
So you know what? I'm okay with him being in the A tier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll whack him up there.
Nice.
Jaylen Brown.
Same thing.
JB is.
I think he's S tier.
Are we talking about this season? If we're talking about this season, he's S tier.
Because if we're not talking,
yeah,
if we're
that's
not
fine.
talking about this season, then Tatum would be in his place.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
Throw him
think
in S tier.
I think Jaylen Brown is S tier.
He's that good, dude.
Absolutely.
Throw him
And
in
we
S
just
tier.
talked about him on the pod today. We can't just talk about him like that and put him in the A
I
tier.
mean, he's third.
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah, I
third.
think right
Yeah.
now he has to go third.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But there could, if he keeps this up, he can move. He could work his way up to that second spot.
he could.
Absolutely. I think with Brown, the only reason why I think he is S instead of A, the defense is a huge portion of it.
Very true.
And the fact that he's having this sort of like humongous scoring leap too,
Yeah.
with Tatum being out. And considering this Celtics team has no big men and they're not really they're not that good on paper, it speaks volumes that they're about to be second in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
So we'll put him right at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cade Cunningham.
Throw him right next to Maxey.
Where is my glorious king
So,
going?
I think he's a B tier.
I think he's an A tier.
Right next to
I think he's
Maxey.
too inefficient. Remember, I was judging off of inefficiency as well.
I don't think that's his fault though. I think it's the fact that they don't have a second scorer
They don't. Yeah. That's
Okay. What's he averaging?
right
Points
now.
wise.
27.
Yeah. Okay.
But he is averaging almost 10 assists.
Okay.
Yeah. And they just beat the Knicks by 30.
What did he do?
29 points, 13 assists.
All right, we can put him in A tier.
Yeah. But where does he go in A tier?
He's
he goes
below
below
Maxey.
Maxey.
I like him better than Maxey.
Nah.
No,
As
not
a
right
first,
now.
but if we're doing this as a first option, the scoring and the playmaking,
Well, he's the only
Still
first option
Maxey.
on the team, though.
Still
Or
Max.
Cade.
that's what I'm saying though.
Well, Cade as the only option on his team is getting him to the first seed in the East, so it should be him first.
That's why I'm saying I would put him
No.
above Maxey.
I would never do that.
Because I mean, they're
Maxey's the better player.
but we're not talking about the better player. We're talking about the better first option.
first option
I
right
think
now.
I think Cade does better for his team than Maxey does for his team.
Are you saying that Cade's supporting cast is worse than Maxey's?
Oh, it obviously is.
No way.
You mean to tell me
No,
that
Cade's is
Cade's
worse.
supporting cast is good.
have
That's
you
why
seen-
their Pistons are this good right
Maxey, but
now.
Maxey's,
Even though they're shooting inefficiently, his supporting cast is good. Come on, think about it. Why would they have this record being first
Mm-hmm.
in the East if his supporting cast is worse than Maxey's? It doesn't make any sense.
well, it's because Maxey has a better supporting cast. Remember, Cade's like
doesn't.
You're telling me that Jalen Duren, Asar Thompson.
Jalen, come on, bro.
Duren
Don't talk
and
like
Asar are
about
good,
Duren
yeah.
like
no,
he's not.
I'm
it.
not talking
Duren's
about it
better
like
than
it's not
Embiid
it.
right now. Let's
But,
be honest.
but you're liking what they're doing over Embiid, VJ
Yes.
Edgecombe, and all that, and all those guys. I don't know. I think I think it's pretty even as far
It
as
is,
like they
I would
go.
say it is even.
But as far as like a first option goes, this is Maxey's first time in this position. Cade's been proven. He got 2 wins at MSG in the playoffs as a first option.
All right, it's fair. You guys can do it. You guys can put him
Yeah.
there.
Well, where did you want to put him, Antoine?
Well, I mean, like, your case with VJ, Kelly Oubre is still injured.
Yeah,
We're
a
waiting
bunch
on
of
him.
bunch of injuries on the Sixers. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Quinn Grimes. I mean, but again, the Sixers are in a different spot than the Pistons are.
Right.
Coaching as well plays a part in that.
Where did you want to put him?
I mean, they're kind of even for me.
Yeah.
You could just chuck him next to Maxey.
But you're the tiebreaker here. Does he go above or below?
I say he goes below Maxey.
And I say he goes above. So you're the tiebreaker. It all rests with you.
I mean,
Right.
he just beat my Knicks, so like, of course, I want to put him below Maxey. And plus, I love Maxey's speed.
Maxey's such a good player.
He's intense.
Well, don't get me wrong. They're both great players.
I'll put Cade below because I want to see if his production drops, but the second option comes in. Of course, he's below Maxey.
Okay.
But I'll put him below Maxey for now.
All right. I
Yeah.
disagree, but you know what? It's okay. We'll put him there. Devin Booker. The Suns have won 6 of their last 7 games also. They just beat the Thunder, I think, last night.
And the Thunder are about to lose
did.
again
They're going to lose again?
to the Hornets.
Go. They're probably resting guys.
They're down by 20.
What's Melo doing?
Can you relax?
Is
Joe?
SGA
that's
not
my
playing?
that's my
Melo
fantasy.
has 13 points.
Brandon Miller.
22.
Okay, let's go, Brandon Miller.
Down by 20. That's crazy. They're all playing.
23 now.
They're actually all playing. SGA only has 11 points. Jets got 13.
That's why I traded him.
They're going to be 30-7.
Nice.
That's what you traded. That was a good trade.
Good trade.
Where do we
trade.
put Devin Booker?
Booker, I think it's A.
This is the best. This is the best the Suns have played in years.
It's either A or B. It's
think
either top B or low A. It's one of those.
What do you think, Antoine?
Wow, 26 points a game. Holy crap.
Who, Booker?
Booker, yeah. 26,
not
4,
his
and
greatest.
6.
It's good.
He's
been
shooting
better.
He's shooting 30% from 3.
That's pretty awful.
So we're gonna
29.5.
say-
That's pretty awful.
Yeah,
We're gonna say B, bro.
I think I'd put him top of B.
Yeah.
Top B.
I like what he's
That's
doing
fine.
more than Kevin Durant. I think a lot of what Phoenix is doing is a credit to Dylan Brooks
Yeah.
as
100%.
being giving
Yeah,
him
and
that
coaching,
help.
yeah.
You'll see Dylan Brooks next week when we do the second options.
Yes, we.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to see where we put him.
F.
But I think he goes to the top of B.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Whack him up there.
that works.
Anthony Davis.
F.
This is an interesting one because
F.
this dude is either dropping 35 points a night or he's tweaking his ankle and going to the locker room in the first half.
I think we gotta put him right there with Zion, don't we?
Oh,
think
yeah,
so.
that's fair.
Right
Yeah.
above Zion.
Like the D
very
tier is
fair.
like your literal god when you're on the court and you're just unavailable and
I think that's what that tier
That's
is
fair.
designated for right now.
yeah. I think he's better than Zion, or do we not think that? I think
he's better than Zion.
he's a better
I don't
defender.
know.
When he's playing on the court, he's better than Zion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Simply because he's bigger than him.
True.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think we'll put AD above Zion in the D tier. How are we doing on time right now?
I think
21 minutes.
Perfect.
22.
Not bad.
Making good time. We're just about halfway through. We're going to DeMontis Sabonis. I know he's injured right now, but the Kings stink. I just want to put him in F tier and move on, to be
Really?
honest.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's an F tier player.
Sabonis isn't a one option.
Who would go in F tier then? If,
I don't think
we'll
he's
have to worry about
F tier.
that.
CJ McCollum.
Yeah,
He dropped. He had a 50 piece
Nah,
earlier
CJ's
in the
F tier.
season.
CJ's F tier. I think Sabonis is honestly low C. Low C tier.
Low C.
No. No.
The like right below Norman Powell.
I don't have a lot of stock in Sabonis.
The
right
highest
now.
I'd go is D tier.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't have a lot of stock in Sabonis. Right
I just
now.
don't think he's a winning player.
All right. I mean, you guys could do it. do
Low
what you
as
want
D is
here.
fine.
I don't think he's that bad, but
Below Zion.
Yeah. Low as
Yeah.
D.
We'll put him below Zion.
let's not forget, bro is like top 10 in all time triple doubles. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but he has 3 playoff wins in his career.
yeah.
And he's
I
playing
mean,
for the Kings
Same
right
thing with
now.
Laurie Marketing. Like you guys put Laurie Marketing in C tier, but it's like the same idea. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
really. I think they're 2 different players. I think
They've both been on terrible teams. their
terrible.
career,
Well, terrible
except for
teams. Well, yeah. Well, Sabonis was on a good Kings team, and they didn't.
1 year.
And they just kind of fell off after that.
And he's
really-
injured.
can't really
He-
blame
he's
him on
injured
that.
a lot too.
Is he? Okay, you can put him in D then.
Yeah, put him right at the bottom.
And plus, we don't know like his future. He could get moved. He could move up the list for
We
sure.
don't know anyone's future. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
mean,
move
put
on, though.
Sabonis there. Yeah.
Paolo Banchero.
This is average.
This is C.
Yeah,
C tier.
he's a lot worse than I thought he was going to be in the NBA.
Yeah.
That 3 ball just cannot connect.
I think he's below.
He'll have some good games, and
think
then he'll
he's
have
better
some
than
really
Markkanen.
bad games.
Do you think he's better than Marketing or worse or not as?
Paolo's
good?
the definition of inconsistency right now.
super inconsistent.
He's definitely above Norman Powell.
That's fine.
I don't think I think he's definitely below Jaylen Johnson at this point.
I think so.
Does he go
That's
above or
fine.
below Laurie? What do we think?
I would take him above because the he's
I
still young.
wouldn't.
He's still
wouldn't.
young. He's
Still
a better.
young.
He's a better defender.
Still young doesn't mean anything.
A lot
right
of
now.
room for
We're just judging
improvement.
them based
Yeah.
off of
A
the season.
lot
We're
of
not
room for
judging them based off
improvement.
their potential.
I'd put him above just for the reason of he's a better playmaker. He's a better defender. That's really that's really the only. That's the only thing that's
That's
making
fine.
me lean towards Paulo a little
That's
bit.
fair.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with
And
that.
I think it's fair. It's tough because when Franz is out, he plays well. When Franz comes back, he doesn't.
Right.
And that's the
But then
interesting
you have the
thing.
argument for France as being the one option.
You do, but right
It's
now it
Paolo
has to be
still.
Paulo.
Paolo's, yeah.
So yeah, let's put Paulo. Let's put him above Laurie for now.
That's fine.
Okay.
Josh Giddey.
F.
I do think this is probably F tier if we're being brutally honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were deciding between Kobe White and Vooch, but let's be honest, they also probably would have gone in F tier.
In terms of fantasy points, he does great.
He does good.
He does good, yeah.
But-
But I just don't think this leap is legit. The Bulls are still a play-in team. They're still mid. I just think I don't think it's necessarily a fake leap. I think he's a good player.
I do too.
But I just don't think in the broad scheme, I think it's more pretender than contender.
And I don't think he's a true one option.
No, he's not. He's like a third option, if we're being honest with ourselves.
Putting up
His,
one
his
option.
ceiling is probably a good 2 option.
Like, he'd be really good with the Magic if he was their point guard. You
Yeah.
had Paolo and Franz doing the scoring
would be
responsibilities, or
good.
Paolo and Bain, or whoever.
yeah,
That could be fine.
yeah, agreed.
Hello, it's us from the future again. Just like we mentioned earlier on in the show, when we recorded this, CJ McCollum was still on the Washington Wizards. So we're going to cut that little segment out, and we're going to do the new number 1 option, presumably, on the Washington Wizards, and that's Trae Young. So where on earth do we want to place him? I know he's been hurt. He's still got some good talent left in him. Last season, he had a couple game winners, still clutch, still got ice in those veins.
I think I want to put Trae,
What do you think?
since he has had an injury, and even ever since he came back from the injury, he didn't really show me too much. So I want to put Trae right around C, to be honest.
In the C tier.
Yeah, maybe that's a little low for you guys, but that's where I have him. Because look, 80s, I mean, yeah, I think C is good.
I think for me, I still think I would put him honestly at the lowest B, because I still think you're getting that clutch gene out of him. He's still a playoff riser. He'll still kind of give you whatever you need from him. So I think for me, he should go at the lowest B tier.
Lowest B.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I think Trae's established more than a C tier, and we've seen it. Like, as a Knicks fan, I've seen it. So I'm perfectly fine with you said bottom B.
Bottom B, yeah.
100, yeah, that's fine.
Obviously, we'll see CJ McCollum next week when we do the second options as now a member of the Atlanta Hawks, because presumably he's the only one I see backing up Jaylen Johnson in scoring. So we'll send you back over to Monday to finish the rest of the tier list. All right, we're moving on to the Indiana Pacers. Unfortunately, Tyrese Halliburton is out for the season. So we move on to the next best thing, Pascal Siakam.
Siakam is C tier.
It's hard to really judge this season because everyone's hurt.
He's not the one option.
He's not, yeah.
He's above Jaylen Johnson.
Wow.
Ooh, really?
Gio, stop
What?
it, bro.
Am I wrong?
For this year, no.
Well, we're not just doing this year. We're going off previous years,
Yeah.
but it's mainly this year. I
He's
understand
averaging
that.
24 and 7.
I would put him maybe below Jaylen Johnson, but he's not worse than Paolo. Let's be honest. I'll take him above Paolo for sure.
That's tough.
I would take him above Paolo.
I think
That's
I would
very
as
true.
well.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen Siakam do it in the playoffs. That's the thing.
Right.
But we're also seeing Jaylen Johnson do things that only Jokic and Wilt have done.
Right. So we can put him below Jaylen Johnson and above Paolo.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's also kind of not fair to Pascal because the whole team's hurt.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's playing with his healthiest lineup every week. But he's not a one
middle is
option.
fine.
He's not.
But neither's Jaylen Johnson.
He's not.
So what do we want to do? We have to make a decision here.
I think below JJ.
Below JJ, yeah.
Below JJ? Okay. All right. This is another polarizing one. We're going to the Portland Trailblazers, Denny Avdia. Having a great season.
Very good season.
But my God, this dude is a free throw merchant.
And he's not that efficient either.
No. That's why he's a free throw merchant.
Yeah.
The numbers are good, though.
The numbers are good. But if you look at the efficiency that he's like rocking up to games with,
45% from the field.
45% from the field,
I'm right.
36% from three. Yeah, it's
Ugh.
And that's as like a forward. Like he's a pretty big dude.
He's
to
a
be shooting
big forward.
45%.
I don't think he's F tier.
I don't think so.
You want
I think-
to put a high D tier?
I think he
I would
should.
say high
I
D.
would go below. It's tough. I think Anthony
Below
Davis,
Norman?
I think Anthony Davis is better than him though.
You know what? I'm gonna say that.
I would not take AD over Denny right now.
It's tough.
I
Wait,
would not.
Can we? Oh gosh, I think we
make a
messed
change.
up putting AD in the D tier.
I think we did too.
Can we move AD up right
I kind
now?
of
The
want to move
lowest
him
C
up.
tier?
Can we move AD to the C?
Where do you want to move him into
Above
the C?
Pascal, if I'm being honest.
I think I want to put him at the top of C tier to be
top
honest.
of C tier is fine.
Of
Yeah,
low
we-
key,
yeah.
low key, I kind of want to put him. I
Yeah.
kind of want to put him in B tier.
AD.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Why? What are you guys watching that makes you see that?
I'm not
Dude,
mad at that.
I watch AD play incredible basketball when he's on the
The
floor.
highest
is
I'll go
insane.
is C tier.
He's
for
averaging
him.
he's averaging 20 points and 11 rebounds. I think it is C tier.
We can put him below. I think below JJ is fine.
Below
That's
JJ's
fine.
fine. Let's move
Yeah.
him up here, and then I think we put Denny
Highest D tier.
above Zion, or do we
Yes.
want to go C tier?
I think.
No,
he-
Zion's an all-star. Denny's
So-
not. Below Zion.
I mean, Denny's on his way to being an all-star.
Yeah.
So you want to go below Zion then?
I'll put high as D.
High as D? Okay,
And,
that's fine.
and let's not forget, Zion's only there because he's not available. that
Right,
much.
but Zion over the past like few weeks has been
He's
playing
been
out of
really
his
good.
mind.
Yeah, but he'll go on a stretch of like 2 weeks. We'll go crazy, and then he'll get hurt again.
I mean, understandable.
Put
So-
Denny high as D.
Okay, we'll put him high as D. That's
Yeah.
fine. Luka Doncic,
S.
S.
clear S. I think he is above Jaylen Brown still.
He is.
Do we
Is
put
he
him
above SGA?
Above SGA.
I would.
Right now, this season, SGA. I mean, the Thunder are on a skid right now.
I would too. Yeah.
Luka's leading the league in scoring. What are we doing?
I would
He's
do it
he's
too.
S tier for sure, and we'll put him in the second spot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like I think if the Thunder were 35-1 and SGA was shooting a little bit more efficient,
Yeah.
I think he is. Obviously, SGA is a better defender, but he's got the best defensive team of all time next to him. Luka's got a 41-year-old man and a twig and DeAndre
himself.
Ayton in 2025. So I think purely offense-wise, I do think he's better right now this season.
Yeah.
But like I said, Luka's led a worse team to the finals.
Yeah.
And took out SGA in that same season. So I'm fine. I'm fine with it. We might want to change that later on, but we'll keep it where it is.
Yeah.
How many players we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
10.
6, 7, 8. We have 10 players left.
Yeah, we're rocking.
Ja Morant.
John Morant's C tier.
It is C tier.
John Morant's going to be right below Pascal or right below Paulo. One of those guys.
No, I'll take Ja over Paolo.
I agree with that.
Right now
below
he's-
Pascal. I'll take him over Pascal, to be honest.
I'll be honest with you. If we did this like 3 weeks ago, he would have been an F tier instantly.
He would have, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would.
No D tier.
He had a 40-point game. He's been playing a lot better. I'm fine
Yeah.
putting him C tier. Better than Norm. I kind of want to move Norm down to D tier, but we can worry about that later.
Yeah.
I think we could put him above Paolo. But
Yes.
it's tough, though. I think him and Paolo are virtually the same. They both don't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I like
After
Ja
that.
because
I like
of
Ja more.
the flashiness.
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll
It's
put him
eye,
above.
it's eye test for me. You know what I mean?
That's fair. We'll put
You
him
could
below
move
Pascal.
Norm down to D tier, actually.
We could do that right now.
That's fine.
Top D tier.
Top D tier.
Top D tier? Okay, we'll put him top D tier. I think that's fair. Anthony Edwards.
S tier.
I disagree.
I think he's
top
top
of A.
A tier.
Okay, that's fine.
Top A.
As of now, he's top A tier. I think he should be an S tier.
He should be. The one thing,
Inconsistencies in the playoffs.
it's the one common denominator in the top tier. Either finals MVP, 3 finals MVPs, and 1 guy that got to a finals.
yeah, top of A tier.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Easily better than Maxey. I'm not even thinking twice about it.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah.
There goes Ant. Jalen Brunson.
S tier.
JB is, I would say.
I think he's right with Anthony Edwards in the A tier, if I'm being honest with you.
A tier. Let's be real. We can't have too many players in the S tier. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think he's top
I think,
A tier.
I think he's below Anthony Edwards.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Okay, all right.
I do agree with that.
That's
but
fine.
better than Maxi because he's a little bit more
Yes.
proven
Mm-hmm.
and reliable in terms of like clutch scoring and all that stuff. So we can put him above Maxi.
I just don't like what I've seen in
recent days.
recent days with Brunson, especially like when you go up against when he goes up against the coverage that he's not comfortable with.
Yep.
Primarily when a big wing is guarding him, like Aaron Nesmith, he struggles a lot.
Yeah.
And even someone like Andrew Nemhard can still hold his own now.
Right.
So I'm fine putting Brunson second top of A
Yeah.
tier.
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll do one more time check. How we doing?
we're
Yeah,
at 30 minutes.
32.
All right, perfect. We're good. Victor Wembanyama.
I'm not ready to put him in S tier yet. I'm sorry.
I think I am.
I'm not.
If it's S tier, it's the lowest one.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I mean,
not ready for it.
I would probably put him above Jaylen Brown, if I'm
No.
being honest.
No,
I'm not ready to put him in
the
S tier.
injuries are a problem.
Exactly. That's the reason.
I get
So
it.
I would put him.
He's averaging
A.
he's averaging 25, 12, and 3.
It's really good.
It is
He's
really good.
he's averaging 3 blocks a game.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
can do lowest S tier.
I want to put him highest A personally.
I want to put him in the lowest S. I
Lowest
think he's
S.
already graduated to that tier.
That's fine.
All right.
The way
we
he
can do
played
that.
against us,
He's
Yeah.
a hell of a player.
fine.
He needs to be in S tier. He's just not on the court enough for me, but it's
Right.
fine.
I think he's the one player where I'd make that exception
That's
in
fine.
a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, we'll put Wemby up in the S tier. All right, the greatest team of all time, the Brooklyn Nets, Michael Porter Jr., having the best season of his career, looking like the one option of our dreams. Where do we want to put him?
I don't
it's
think
a-
he's a true one option.
I think it's a B tier.
He's averaging 26, 8, and 3.
I think he's a C tier. He's right around marketed.
No,
Right around marketed.
no,
He's not a B tier, bro. Let's be real.
No.
Are you Are you saying he's around Donovan Mitchell? Are you kidding me right now?
The way he's playing right now,
He's not a B tier first
the
option.
The problem with this is that he can get traded in a month from now.
He also
And he could lose all that.
He also
and go
could
to
stay and get better.
Yeah,
Dude, he's a C option.
You wanna put him
at
in C?
best.
I'm fine
At
putting him in
best.
C.
I think this is his
But
ceiling.
I'm taking him over Lowry and Paolo.
That's fine.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'd
I'll
probably,
take him below Ja.
Definitely not over Ja or any of those other dudes. Are
That's
you kidding?
fine.
Over AD? Or were you about to say that?
I don't have stock in AD right now. So,
And JJ? Are you kidding me?
I put him over Paolo.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Look, in my honest opinion, if he stays on this team, I do think he'll be at least a B tier next year.
We'll see.
Without a
We'll see
doubt.
what the Nets do in terms of like their record and all that.
I really hope he stays because I really like the foundation we have
Yeah.
with him and the rookies, and with our defense has gotten better.
If we're streaming trade deadline day, I get the tweet. Michael Porter Jr. has been traded. Tyler's, oh my God, what are we doing?
Tyler's gonna cry on
Tyler's
stream.
gonna be so upset.
I'm gonna crash out, bro. I
Yeah.
love MPJ. If we cannot trade him, please
Yeah.
do not.
Unless it's for like Trae Young.
No, I'm not
or
trading him for Trae
somebody.
Young. Hell no.
You used to love Trae Young, bro.
I like Trae Young. I want them to play together.
Yeah.
So if we trade for Trae Young, I'd want them to play together because they played in high school together.
Right.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. And I think Trae and Yegor would be a really good combo option.
Yeah.
Because
works.
Yegor's a really good shooter. That shot is pure butter. It's beautiful. And who knows? Maybe Yegor Demon could find himself on this list in a few years as the first option for the Nets.
I don't know about all
I
that.
don't
bro. Let's
know.
slow down. Let's
Look,
slow down.
look.
It
I think you
depends.
guys
Take
are
it easy,
you guys
take
are
it easy.
hating.
Oh, we're
Nah.
big haters on
You're
him right
hating.
now. But he's
Nah.
good. He's
Stop
good.
hating.
I'm
He's
not.
He's a
great.
good player, but let's slow your roll a little bit.
I
you know
ain't
what
slow. I ain't slowing anything,
Slow your
bro.
roll,
Screw
bro.
that. F that.
I'm saying? F tier
Anyways.
that.
5 players remaining. We're going to the claw. Kawhi Leonard. I think I honestly think this is a B tier based on like health.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think he's probably
Should be-
top of B.
Yeah, he's top of B.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I want to make the past 3 weeks S tier. Like no
Yeah.
doubt.
I wouldn't even say top
But-
of B.
Really?
I would say he's below KD.
I think right now the way he's playing, he's
No.
easily
Well,
better
think
than
about
Devin
it. Think
Booker.
about it, though, Tyler. It's the past 6 games.
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? KD's playing all season. He's giving you 27 a game.
Okay, but then again, Donovan Mitchell's averaging 30.
Right.
So,
but it's
bottom B.
Donovan Mitchell.
But
bottom B.
it's Kawhi Leonard. So I think for availability's sake, does that average out to bottom of B?
We can put him in bottom B. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went from top to bottom
Yeah.
so
fine.
fast. That's insane. I mean, I'm okay with it. I don't know why it's
Yeah.
not placing. There we go. I mean, I guess it's fine.
It's fine.
He shouldn't be top B.
I mean, in retrospect, going
Clippers
into
suck.
the season, Kawhi was viewed as like a top 20 player.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, and Devin Booker were anywhere between 15 and 6. So I'm fine with where that is. Steph Curry.
S tier.
No. What the hell is wrong with you?
He is that whole team's hope and
He's an A
offense.
tier. He's
He is an
A
A
You
tier.
can do A tier.
He can be right below Maxey.
Low key, I
No.
was considering going right below Anthony Edwards.
He's not better than Brunson. He's not better than Maxey. He's not better than Cunningham this season. I'm
I
sorry.
think he is better than
He might be
Brunson.
the lowest A tier if you ask me.
He's averaging 29, 4, and 4.
That's
I think
prime
that's
Steph numbers.
I think that's better than Brunson for sure.
it is.
But if you say it's better than Brunson, then it's better than Maxey and it's better than Cunningham, and it's not.
I don't
Because
know,
both
man.
Cunningham
But
and
the
Maxey
thing-
are having better seasons than Stephen Curry. I'm sorry.
You're biased, bro.
I'm
Please
not biased.
Stop it.
Let's be real. Maxey's
No.
he's averaging more points.
that's great,
Cunningham
though,
is
but-
averaging just as many
but
points,
listen,
and he's averaging way more assists.
Steph for
his team is better. I'm sorry, Curry. Your era is done, bro.
Steph
It's time
for-
to take a backseat.
Steph-
I'm done with you, Curry.
Steph
You're going
for-
to the F tier. I'm done. Put
Steph
him in the F
for
tier.
his age right now, and the numbers he's putting up, he should be maybe below Brunson or higher than Brunson.
Shut up, Anthony.
Yes,
we're
he's-
putting him in.
This man is 37, dropping
I don't
30
care how
points
old
a
he
game.
is. He's not better than Cunningham,
he is.
Maxey, or Brunson.
He is.
Period.
He is.
He's not.
He is.
Are you serious,
He
dude?
is. 100%.
I think that then would average out to below Maxey, above Cade.
No, he should be below Brunson in retrospect.
I
Because
think-
the team is really bad. He's on.
But right now,
He's just a hater because
right
these
now,
guys are in the East and they just beat his Knicks.
Oh my
That's why.
goodness. Yeah.
He's a
okay.
hater.
Yeah. IGO.
but then again,
You're the one that's hating on Steph. You
Max-
want to put him in F tier.
Maxey's averaging more points and more assists.
Exactly.
Cade's averaging less points and more assists.
Exactly.
So it's tough how you want to gauge it. I
He's
know-
could
below
put-
Cade.
You could put a
And
bottom
his
A
team
tier.
sucks.
Put
Sorry.
him bottom A tier.
I was going to put him above Cade.
Oh,
That's where I would put him.
I wouldn't.
So you're the tiebreaker here,
Cade's
Antoine.
team, listen, Cade's team is number 1 in the East. The Warriors, tell me where they are, Anthony. Tell me.
I don't think that's Steph's fault
That's
though.
not-
Doesn't
Steph's
matter.
fault.
It doesn't matter.
It's not
That's
his
on him.
fault. It's not his fault that Pods is untouchable.
It is what it is.
Put him
That's how I
bottom
view
8
it.
tier so
Bottom
Gio
eight.
can shut
Fine.
up.
You know, I've never seen Gio shown this much emotion on the show in my life. So
Yeah,
we're just gonna put him bottom of
so
8
Gio
Bottom
tier.
can
eight. Get
shut
him
up
outta here.
about it.
Oh, I slipped Gio. He went to the top of S tier. So we'll go at the bottom of A tier.
Yes.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now he should be S tier,
S tier.
and then Vic should be moved down to the A tier if you ask me. But that's just me.
Giannis is averaging 30, 10, and 6 on 64, 40, and 66 from the line.
He's S.
He's S.
I would put him below SGA.
He's above Wemby. He's above Jaylen Brown.
I would say he's above SGA. But since
I
the
would do
injury-
that.
because
I
of
would take
injuries-
that.
Because of injuries, I can see why you put him below. But it's
Yeah, but Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's averaging 32, 4, and 6. I low-key kind
him
of,
below.
I kind of want to put Shea above Luka. I don't know what
No,
I don't know what we're thinking.
No,
Above
no, no,
Luka?
No,
Yeah.
No.
because of
Luka,
defense, I
no.
might.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to put him above Luka.
Because of you know what?
No, Luca's
I'm not mad at that,
Low-key,
Tyler.
I kinda-
Tyler, go for it.
I kind of want to go. I kind of want to go Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Luka.
Jokic, Giannis at 2.
Unless you want to put Giannis at 3 or 4, I'm fine with it. But I think SGA should be above Luka. It's
They
tough,
just lost to the Hornets.
but they're still the best team in the NBA.
I mean, I guess, but
I
it's
don't
not
know.
like numbers like last year he was putting up.
I mean, I guess
This
but
is hard, man.
it's tough. Yeah, that's why we got to be strict here.
Okay, let's not put Giannis above. All right, look. So it's gonna go Jokic, SGA, Luka, and then Giannis, because Giannis.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm
Giannis
fine
was
with
out
that.
for a few games.
I guess.
So
So
multiple games.
We'll swap SGA and Luka, and then we'll put Giannis in the 4 spot.
Yeah, I
Do
guess
we-
that works.
I think that Wemby should move down to the A.
If we
Top
want,
of A.
if we want to keep it a top 5 in S tier, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
He's definitely top of A tier though.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's fine.
for
So
sure.
we'll put Wemby down there. All right, the penultimate player, Toronto Raptors. We did not get Fetty input on this. He probably would have had Scotty as the one option, but
No, he wouldn't have.
oh no, he says he's the best player.
Yeah.
But we've gone for Brandon Ingram. He's having one of his best seasons of his career. But where should we put him?
He's gonna be.
It's a B or C.
I think he's a B tier.
C. I think he's a C.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's a C because he's
know,
not better
man.
than JJ. I'm sorry.
I think he's
I would
He's
take
only
JJ.
averaging 22.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
not better
fair,
than JJ.
yeah.
I think he's like. I think he's below. Honestly, I think he's right around MPJ area.
Really?
I would put him below MPJ.
I think I would too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I think I overstated it at first,
Yeah.
and we'll put him up over below MPJ,
Below
above
MPJ.
Paolo.
Yes.
I think I'd probably take Paolo over
Honestly, I
him.
might too. Yeah,
I low-key
think
want to put
would
him.
too.
Do I want to put him bottom of C tier?
That's fine with me.
Yeah, I think I would probably take Markkinen over
Okay.
him.
Because it's only one season.
Well, put Markkinen on the Raptors and look how good he'll play
True,
with
true.
that defense behind him. I think it's really good. And I think we probably remember I randomized all these teams. I think we probably saved the most polarizing player for last, LaMelo Ball.
I think we can put him in D confidently because he never really plays that much.
I'd low key put him in F tier.
I
if
would
I'm
not
being
put him in
honest.
F tier.
No, we can't do that right now.
I don't
He's
know,
too talented to put to be
but-
in F tier.
But has the talent has that translated to winning ever?
Well, the thing is, he's been hurt.
This year,
right?
the
so it's the
num-
same thing with Zion. It's the same
Right,
idea. So
but
that's why
he's-
they're in D.
But they've been in the play in before, and they've gotten blown out
Yeah,
every
same thing
single
with
time.
same thing with the Pelicans, dude.
The numbers this year are awful.
Yeah.
Awful. Compared to last year. when
What's
we
he
were
averaging
seeing
points wise?
19, 5, and 8. Or 20. He's averaging just 20.
I would
averaging 20. Okay.
I'd go top of F.
I
think
would
he's-
say
I think he's better than
D.
Giddey.
I would say low D,
So you're the tiebreaker here.
I would put him in D.
Okay.
below Zion.
Yeah.
Okay, above Sabonis, I'm
I
fine
would say
with that.
I would say below Sabonis too.
Oh, below Sabonis?
I think I think
No.
Sabonis should be a C tier. I think Sabonis should be a C tier, but it's fine.
It's a bonus C tier.
Yes, dude.
I mean, I'm fine going
Look
below
what he's
Sabonis.
averaging. Go look it up,
Okay, I get that, but it's a bonus.
dude.
Dude,
just
Sabonis,
because his name
Sabonis,
is Sabonis doesn't
Sabonis
mean
is averaging less points. He's averaging 17.
is he?
Well,
Seven-
he was injured. Don't
But
forget.
still, he's not playing that good to begin with. So I'd put Melo.
He's not. Yeah.
I'm fine going Melo above
All right, it's fine.
Sabonis.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right, we're going above or
yeah.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah.
below? Okay.
We could move Sabonis up one spot past LaMelo.
No, it's fine.
Nah, I like LaMelo's playmaking a lot more than Sabonis. Remember, Sabonis has had his chance to be a one option.
Okay.
I just don't think he's that great.
This is pretty even.
Do we want to make any changes?
Let's see. Can you read it out for us?
Pretty
So
In the
the
F
so the
tier-
F tier we have Josh Giddey and CJ McCollum.
Okay.
The D tier is Norman Powell, Denny Abdia, Zion Williamson, LaMelo Ball, and DeMontis Sabonis.
I think that's pretty solid. What do you guys think about the D tier?
Are we being too harsh on Zion?
I think we are.
Do you?
I feel like he should go to the top of D tier.
I'm fine with that.
Unless,
D tier.
I mean, the highest I would do is putting him up to the lowest C and moving Ingram down to D tier.
We could just put Zion in the highest D.
Highest
tier.
D tier.
Okay.
Zion.
That's
yeah,
fine.
That's fine.
So Zion will go there.
Norm, Denny, yeah, that's fine.
That works good. Yeah.
The C tier: Jalen Johnson, Anthony Davis, Pascal Siakam, Ja Morant, Michael Porter Jr., Paolo Banchero, Lauri Markkanen, Brandon Ingram.
I think that's solid right there.
I think I'm okay with that. That's like kind of the average portion. The B tier: Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell, and Kawhi Leonard.
Solid.
I think I'm happy with that as well.
Yeah. I would move Kawhi above D Mitch.
For the health reasons, I would probably
No.
keep him
Leave it
below.
alone.
Yeah,
That's
alone.
fine. Yeah.
because Donovan Mitchell always can explode for a big time performance and stuff like that. The A tier: Victor Wembanyama, Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Cade Cunningham, and Steph Curry.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then the S tier, top 5: Nikola Jokic at 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 2, Luka Doncic at 3, Giannis Antetokounmpo at 4, and Jaylen Brown at 5. Who would have thought, man? Shout out Brown to Jalen.
He wouldn't have even been on the list at all.
If Tatum never got hurt,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now he's in S tier.
he would have been. He arguably would have been the best second option in next week's episode. If
Who else would have been? Yeah.
Yeah,
I really can't think of any
think he
better
would have been
second
number
option right now.
Yeah.
So, and again, we'll see what happens. What Celtics player we'll have to choose next week? It could be Derek White. It could be Peyton Pritchard. It could be a bunch of different options.
Right.
Yeah.
And you'll have to see. So as you can see on the screen, this is the final Floor Spacer Pod first option tier list. Again, if you guys do want to go do this for yourself, the link is down in the description below. And boys, do we have anything else to say before we kind of get on into the outro?
No, let's rock.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of episode number 91 of the Floor Spacer Podcast. Giovanni,
Yo.
G of the week and word of the week.
Yes, sir. So look, we have a comment that someone left for us. I'm going to read the comment because shout out to, first of all, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Kabolbi.
We're gonna put it on. We're gonna put it on the
Kabolbi.
screen, by the way.
Shout out to Kabolbi, my G. He says, "Can't believe you guys only have 9,000 subs. The level of quality of content y'all put out is insane, and I can't see a future where you guys don't skyrocket in the next year. Keep up the good work and have a great new year." That just touched
Thank
my
you.
heart, didn't it?
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to
wherever you are.
Kabolbi, man.
And look, we got a bunch of love on our
bunch.
9,000 subs post. I'll just read off some of the names of
Yeah.
people that are upright. Shout out to Alyssa with a bunch of U's and a bunch of H's. Shout out to Hi. Shout out to Hoop Goat. Remember, go check out Hoop Goat. Link in the description. Go check out our goats over at Hoop Goat. Shout out to Isaiah. Shout out to Josh, Shreyas, Corey, Kaloy, Arad, Lil there's Kabolbi, and shout out to Lincoln as well.
Nice.
So shout out to all you guys,
That's a lot of
and
shout
you know,
outs.
yeah, we got like 17 comments on our post. So
Nice.
shout out to y'all. We appreciate you. We love you all so much. You know, we didn't think we'd be in this position, and you know, it's very humbling. It's very sobering. It's really awesome. And Gio, what's the word of the week?
Ooh, word of the week is, let's go with patience.
Patience.
Yeah.
Patience is a virtue.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's be patient. Let's
Have to be patient.
So yeah.
Always have to be patient. That's what the Celtics did when they made that big KG Paul Pierce trade. They stayed patient, and 12 years later, you were one of the greatest teams of all time.
There you go. That's why patience is indeed a virtue.
Same with the Thunder. They didn't trade their picks.
Exactly.
So obviously next week in episode 92, we'll do the second options tier list. We'll keep an eye out for Trae Young trades. And I talked to Gio before we started recording. Now that trade season's kind of here, if something like Luka happens, we will have an emergency episode if it's not near a recording date.
Yep.
And we'll pump that episode out for y'all. And we'll just keep an eye on news and stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed today's episode, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, get us to 10,000 subs. I can't believe I'm saying that. By our 2-year anniversary in March.
Don't we get like a little plaque or something?
No, it's 100K.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Yeah.
10K is like bragging rights. That's where
Yeah.
it starts.
Yeah.
Obviously, follow us on Spotify. Make sure you answer the polls, leave a review, give us 5 stars. Follow our socials at Floor Spacer Pod on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow our personal socials down in the description below. Get my guy Giovanni to 1 million Instagram followers. Join the Discord. Follow the Twitch. I highly doubt we stream this week, but you know, we'll see what happens.
Would love to.
We'd love to. I'll finish setting up the Twitch probably tomorrow,
Yeah.
hopefully, and we'll see. And is that all we have housekeeping wise? I think that's
it.
everything.
Yeah.
Boys, do we have anything to say before we head on out of here for the week?
Get your grip strength up.
Hell.
Get your grip strength up.
Can I see
Yeah,
that?
you can see it.
Get your grip strength up. We hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. We love you all endlessly. Giovanni Squatteri traded in his Russell Westbrook autographed jersey
Didn't do it.
for a Draymond Green bobblehead.
Don't
And we
believe
will
it.
see you all next week in episode 92. Peace out.
It didn't happen.